Got me rubbing hands like Birdman.
Put some respect on
YouTube,
that name.
YouTube, Twitch, MFFLs, Glow Gang in the building. What's good, everybody? Welcome to another brand spanking new, hot off the press. We talk Mavs here on the Glow Sun Sports YouTube channel. If you guys don't know by now, I go by your boy Real. And joining me is the man who joined the Slovenian crowd in Cleveland to root on for Luka and the Mavs. And that's my co-host King. What's up, man?
Nothing much, brother. Good game. Mavs got it's an important game going on right now. We may talk about it a little bit if we have time. Let's get into it.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it. But before we do that, King, we got to let the people know how this works. For those who are new to the show, we give you our overall reactions to the game. We give you our positives. We give you our negatives. We give out the game balls, no matter the wins or the losses. And the most important part of the show goes to you, ladies and gentlemen. We take your questions and your comments. We will post the questions and the comments throughout the show, but we will address them at the end of the show.
Yes.
All right, King, you ready to get into it, man? Because there's some interesting tidbits to go along with this game tonight that happened. So we're going to definitely get into it.
Let's do it.
All right, man. But before we do that, man, can you let the people know what the score was?
It was 120 to 112, Dallas Mavericks. Normal day at the office.
Two wins away from 50, man. Hopefully they get there in the next couple of days. Who were the lead scorers, man? The lead performers,
we had our guy Luka getting an easy 35, 9, 13, 1 and 2. You know how he goes with the one rebound or assist away. Darius Garland gave you 25, 5, 10.
Hold on. What was that 1 and that 2 at the end of Luka's numbers there, bro? What's that?
I believe it was 1 steal, 2 blocks. He's playing defense. Darius Garland gave you 4 steals. That's pretty cool.
That's a typo. That's a typo because we according to the experts in the national media, Luka doesn't play defense, so that can't be right.
No, not
at
all.
That's not right, bro. That's not right.
Seems like he's doing it all the time, but
are you sure? Because the media told me that he doesn't, though.
I guess he does.
My bad. I mean, the media knows all. Let's get into these stats, man. Of course, Dallas shot 52% from the field, 38% from three, which isn't bad. But defense was looking a little slack today, man. They let Cleveland shoot 50% from the field, 44% from three. Darius Garland was clowning today, man. Him and Karis LeVert, man. They carried the offense for Cleveland. Gonna get into all that. So, let's do this, man. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
It was another guy, too. Old Dallas Maverick. Show him some love. He was helping him out.
Oh, we're going to get into all that.
Okay.
We definitely going to get into all that. So, go ahead and give us your overall reaction of this game tonight.
First half, horrible defense. It felt like it was the second night of a back-to-back. The Mavericks had to get back and, I guess, back at the program. Right away. Also, first half, Luka was really just trying to be a facilitator. You could tell. I was sitting in a car actually listening to the first half, and I was telling my wife, Queen, that if Luka's getting all these assists, I know what's about to happen. He's going to get all these assists. He had about 10 already at halftime. He's going to just go score in the rest of the way and try to get a triple-double, basically. And third quarter, things changed. Luka came out, gave you about 20 points in the third quarter. And I felt like the defense switched it around. I know the numbers say that Cleveland shot 50% from the field and like 40 from three, but I feel like it was much higher than that in the first half. And the second half defense was just pretty good. I think we held them to under 50 points in the second half, actually, altogether, because they had about 60-something in the first half. So when you're holding teams to under 25 points a quarter, especially in this day and age in the NBA, you're playing great defense. So I thought the second half was basically Maverick basketball. They took it over. A little sloppy in the fourth quarter when they had a lead. I think they play around a little bit too much. But that's, again, with a young team, things they have to learn to just always put their foot on the other team's throat, just finish making plays and not always play the game as if you have a 12-point lead and they can't come back. But, yeah, other than that, man, we had Dodo. Well, we're going to get into our positives. Again, I don't want to go too far. But, yeah, man, another great performance. J-Kidd had the guys. And a win's a win. Cleveland is still a playoff-level team in the Eastern Conference right now. So it's not like, it was just a free bingo space. As you said, Darius Garland and Karis LeVert, especially in the first half, Karis LeVert was going off. we played better defense against them. I felt like in the second half, and Luka just went off, man. The other guys stepped up with him, and we'll get into them. I feel like more and more when we talk about the actual positives and negatives. But how do you feel?
Man, that boy Darius Garland, nice man.
Yeah, Darius Garland, nice.
That boy, nice.
Yeah.
There's one tidbit that we need to get into here too, King. We need to mention to the people. For those who don't know, the Mavericks have now clinched a playoff spot. We are officially in the playoffs, guys.
No playing.
No playing. I think we can't drop any lower than 4. No lower than 4. The way it's looking right now. That's not our opinion, that's a fact. They clinched the spot, they can drop no lower than 4. The thing too is how we got it. So Dallas magic number was 2. We either win 2 games or we win a game and we needed Minnesota to lose. Minnesota ended up losing to Toronto tonight. Pretty bad too.
Mm-hmm.
Toronto was a team that I think the Eastern Conference team need to look out for, man. They've been sneaking up on people. They're not a household name. They're not a big market or anything like that. People ain't been talking about it. We know how that goes. If they ain't like the 76ers or the Lakers or the Knicks or somebody, they're not gonna talk about them. But they're one of those teams that people need to pay attention to, man. You got a great coach in Nick Nurse, man, who is a coach who does a great coaching job, man. He's very underrated. But anyway, of course, Dallas now clinches. So I know a lot of people right now in the group chat right now talking about the fact that we're just keeping an eye out right now on the Phoenix game. King kind of told me what the score was before the game. I was kind of hoping maybe by the time we get done, the game will be over with. So hopefully before the show is over with, guys, we would know for a fact if the Dallas Mavericks are now the 3rd seed. So fingers crossed on that. My takeaway from this game, man, was I think I'm getting to the point now that wait, hold on, was this a double-digit comeback? I can't remember.
No, I think they got up to like 8 or 9. I don't think it got to 10.
I thought they got to 10.
They may have. I didn't think they did.
Hold on, King. I can tell you real quick, bro. Hold on.
I know where you're going with it though. You never felt like the game was out of
nope.
reach.
8.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I thought it was 8.
Okay, I thought it was 10. But my point was I was gonna say Dallas had another comeback, double-digit comeback, but we've been 17. But anyway, yeah. So like I said, I took from this game. I never sweated. I knew Dallas was gonna win the game. And listen, man, I think we're getting to the point now that we see Luka come out here and just play. Like Luka played an okay game tonight. It still got you 35, 13, and 9. I think it's safe to say, King, that he's ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just imagine if he's playing okay right now and getting you these numbers, what is he gonna do when he turns it on? Pray for the league, King. Pray for the league.
Luka's about to average about 40 points in the playoffs.
Bruh. I thought he's gonna get a triple double tonight. He leads the league in them almost triple doubles, man. Like it's kind of like the hockey assist. Yeah. He leads the league in that, man. I thought he was gonna get the triple double. He had 11 assists at halftime, and like you said, once he had like 11 assists at halftime, I think like he gonna get a triple double. I think he had like 5 assists too, or 4 or 5 assists like that too before at halftime. So like he gonna get triple.
No, at halftime assist he had.
I'm sorry. I mean rebounds. My bad.
Yeah, rebounds.
4 or 5 rebounds.
He like
right?
4. He had like 4 rebounds. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, he on the way to a triple double. He can easily walk in and get you 20.
Yeah.
Like you said, he scored 20. Or was it 19? He was 19 or 20.
It was 20.
Mm-hmm. So he scored 20 in one quarter. So there you go. Like I said, man, I think Luka's ready. We're all ready. Yeah. I think right now we're just trying to collect a couple things before we get to the playoffs, like the 3rd seed.
Yep.
And that 50 wins. Now Dallas is 2 wins away from the 50 wins.
2.
I kind of wish that we were playing the Wizards to get that 50th win, bro. That would have been nice. That would have been poetic. Nice. But yeah, like I said, not a lot of bad takeaways from this game tonight, man. Just a game that, of course, we didn't have Spencer Dinwiddie. He hasn't played back-to-backs all year. That's just like a safety precaution for him.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about. I don't want to put people walking around like, oh my God, the world is falling apart. We got another KP. No, that's not the case. He's been doing that all year, and he's been performing well in the games he has been playing. So that's nothing to worry about with that. Other than that, man, that's pretty much my takeaway from the game. You got any other takeaways?
He'll play every game in the playoffs.
Yeah, because it's not it's no back-to-back playoffs.
There's no back-to-backs. He'll be fine. Don't worry, guys.
All right, man. What positives you got in this game?
There's a lot of positives in this game, actually, man. I know We didn't have as many people scoring double digits, but I'm not even gonna start with Luka today. I'm gonna start with Dorian Finney-Smith because guys say he's not worth $15 million a year, but he just goes out there and
Who
gives you
said that,
20.
King?
That your guy.
Somebody else just said
I don't
that.
even know his name. You got Mike B or something. But he just give you an easy 28
His
points.
name gonna start being a cuss word too.
He didn't even get a bunch of rebounds, but 28, 2 and 3. And it's funny because on a post game show, he talked about it kind of like what I said before. We have so many different options and there's so many different pieces. And if some of those guys are shooting a great percentage, then they're like almost just unbeatable. And he said he didn't feel like his shot was really struggling the past couple of games, just that Reggie was hot. And he's like, you have to pick your poison with this team because if you want to leave me open, I'm going to make you pay. If you want to leave Reggie open, he's going to make you pay. Like, we just have so many guys that fit a perfect role. And they made this team, like, incredibly set for a one superstar, like, led team. This team is, like, the best possible team you could make with just having one superstar. And Dodo was incredible, man. Like, Dodo was just big. I wish he'd have gotten a 30 tonight. I know they tried to give it to him at the end, and he missed a couple, but even went 6 of 12 from the 3-point line. Like, Dodo was just incredible, and he means so much for the team. Reggie went 3 of 7 today, but 3 of 7 was all threes. So, still went out there and did his job as a sniper. As you said, maybe last video, it's not always about the numbers. It's about making the shots when you get the chance to make the shots and the impact, and he made the shots when he had to. Dwight Powell, still, what are we going to keep saying? Best basketball of his career he's playing right now. Like, when you don't have a center, I think I told you, when they didn't have a center, I'm like, well, Dwight Powell is going to be a beast because he's playing his size. Now, like, he's undersized against a lot of big men, traditional, but whenever he's the biggest big man out there, he's playing like the biggest big man out there, and I appreciate that. JB, I told you, JB starting on any other team, I think he can get 25 and 5 easily. He got you today 18, 6 and 5, so he got you another assist instead of getting you to 20 points. Simple JB, I told it is what it is. And Luka, 50% from the 3-point line, over 50% from the field.
Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, man, that 3-point shot is just rocking now. I think he's up to like 36% almost on threes or so for the year. Like, it's just rising. And he does this every year when you're thinking his 3-point percentage is going to be horrible by the end of the year, and he just raises it by like over league average by the end of the year. It was good to see Maxey hit a couple threes today. Still not the greatest percentage, but it was one the last game, and then now it's 2. So, that's a jump. I mean, I'm going to take every positive I can with it. He still got you 6 rebounds as well. So that was big. Bertans knocked down 1 of 3, so gave you 33%. Not incredible, but not, horrible again. He made one of his 3 shots, which I can deal with that when everybody else is making their shots. Even Knight made a bucket for us, I think a layup.
Yeah, nice little layup.
Yeah. Josh Green wasn't asked to do much today, but still came out to get you 2 points. It was one time on a 3-on-1 fast break. We'll talk about that on a negative, though. I'll get to. But, yeah, man, like, this was an awesome team win. It was still a back-to-back playoff level team as well, like I said. So I don't want to get too much into, negatives and trying to nitpick and say they should have did this and that because they just played the game 24 hours earlier. So maybe even less than that. The last game started, 7:30?
No, it was 6:30.
It was
7:30 for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 6:30 your time, and this one started 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was less than 24 hours. Technically, they played a basketball game. So, yeah, man, like you said, just basically earlier in your synopsis, we're just ready for the playoffs. Like, we're just cleaning up right now, getting things tidy. We have everything situated. We're just falling back to see where we fall or where we got to go as far as the positioning. And I think we still can get this 3rd seed. And I really think a lot of teams are starting to really think the Mavs are something dangerous that they don't want to play. And I listened to a lot of coaching after their post games for other teams and all. And a lot of coaches are calling us a good team, man. So I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Look like we might play Utah again, too. So that's a positive. Utah is now a half game behind Denver. So it looks like we still may get Utah as well because Utah is now in the 6th seed. Yeah.
I'm going to say Frank Vogel did say that kid should win Coach of the Year. Yeah. That's an endorsement.
Yeah.
Let me see, King. Let me see what I take from the game. Let me start with the Maxi Kleber part. So I like the fact that Kleber didn't shoot a great percentage from three, but he's actually hitting some threes now. Because remember, at first he wasn't hitting anything.
Yep.
So the fact that we see him actually hitting shots, that's a huge positive. That's probably the biggest positive in this whole thing right now to me, because like I said, we've been begging and pleading and praying and fingers crossed and everything, hoping that we get the old Maxi Kleber back. And he hit 2 threes in different spots on the court, so that's another positive too. So it's not like, okay, he's missing from the corner or he's missing from the top of the key. Now, he's now able to hit you in different areas on the court, so that's a positive.
Yeah.
Let me see. The other one is, like I said, Dodo, man. Dodo shot 6 for 12 today on threes, man.
Yeah, man.
Got you 28 points. I would have, if you would have tell me that Dodo's gonna be the second leading scorer and get you damn near 30, I would have said, King, get off my phone. Stop talking to me. I can't believe it, man. There was one play that I liked, man, that Josh Green did. That little when he pump faked and went under the defender and then pulled up with a little jumper. That was nice. That was nice. I was like, okay, Josh, you add something like that in your game, man, over the summer. I'm telling you, the boy gonna be nice. Just operate in that mid range. You know what I'm saying? And try to get, like I said, just and try to perfect the corner threes, which is what he's been doing lately, man. He's been hitting a lot of them corner threes. We've been talking about that. Perfect the corner threes, add some type of dimension to your mid range, bro. And Josh gonna be nice. He could be a player that can get you like 20 minutes a game, bro.
Yeah, bro. In the G League, when he played, excuse me, in the G League, he had a little stop and pop mid range shot. Now, I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's a different level and different competition, but he would come down the court dribbling the ball because obviously, kid and all trust him with the ball. He can dribble a little bit, and he would come down fast because he's pretty quick. And then it would be like a stop because he stops on the dime and just catches you with the little mid range pull up. If he can get that going with his athleticism, as you said, and his ability to, move with the ball pretty quick, like that could be a deadly shot.
Let's see. Of course, Powell did his thing today.
You already know it.
Reggie hit some timely buckets tonight, like you just said. And of course, the man of the hour, Luka, man. I mean, I don't know what to say about Luka, man. I think Luka's ready. He got you 35, 9, and 13. Only thing about it, man, I don't know why Luka can get that one rebound, but it's okay. It's always that one rebound or that one assist. We talked about that before.
His assists were going down. So he had to get assist up. His assist numbers were 8.5 now. You got to get his assist over 9.
Again. I ain't going to lie. I thought Luka was going to get about 17 assists tonight, man.
It was easy. I thought it was going to
get 20. That's what I thought was
he was going to get 20.
Yeah, because that first quarter, man, those assists looked nice. I'm like, dang, you would diamond catch from behind the back, over the head, and everything. I was like, okay, Luka. Like you could tell, like Luka was in his bag tonight, man. He let the game come to him. And second half, he was just like, you know what? We were down by like 6 in the second half.
Yeah.
Going into the second half, and Luka was like, nah, okay, it's time to stop playing. Let me go ahead and just take over this game.
Yeah.
And that's what he ended up doing. Cleveland, you could tell they missed their 2 defensive anchors in the middle, and Allen and Mobley. Because Luka went in there in that second half, man, just took over. But big ups to the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. Like I said, Darius Garland, that boy nice, man. Yep. Did not see that coming. We thought that he was what he was, last year and the year before that. He was just guy get you like 7, 8 points. Made a huge jump. He's one of the favorites to win most improved player of the year. I think he should get it. I know Desmond Baines is one of them too, but I think he should get it because he actually became an all-star. And he's actually a huge threat and a weapon on that floor, man. So big ups to Darius Garland, bro.
Yeah.
You got any other positives, man?
Not a real positive for us, but Cleveland, it was good to see Moses Brown get play and actually play well.
Thank you.
And
we'll talk about old Moses. He looked good tonight, man.
Yeah, I missed him, man. I think I told you last game I'd like to still have Moses Brown right now on the team and all. And I wish we didn't give up on him as fast as we did because I told you I felt like he's elite at a few things. I feel like I can see things that he's good at, and it's one is hustle. He runs up and down the court like that's big, especially you're big doing that all the time. You're going to eventually lead to easy points like he did tonight, doing that, just running. And 2, I think he's an incredible rebounder. I think you give him time and allow him to have time on the floor and consistent minutes. I think he gets you double-digit rebounds a game. he had 8 rebounds like in the first half or so, first quarter. Like he was killing them on the boards at the beginning of the game. So yeah, man, I wish we still had Moses Brown. I wish we didn't give up on him. I know, like right now, it's like, man, we wanted Marquise Chris so bad after the 10-day and all, but it's like, if I had to choose, would I rather have Chris or have Moses Brown? I think I'd probably rather have Moses Brown.
You might be right. Moses got you 12 and 9 tonight, man.
Yeah.
He was in his defensive positioning today was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Coach Bickerstaff, man. He's an underrated coach too. He seems to be a pretty good developer of talent, man. For him to develop Moses Brown, and I think because of Mobley and them being out, he's getting more playing time. So that more playing time is opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
With opportunity, you can kind of flourish a little bit because they did say that here he was a hard worker. He actually was trying to learn and all that stuff. So to see him do what he did tonight, man, big ups to Moses, even though he did get posted. I hate that we didn't save that. I didn't load that one up, but yeah, he did get posted by Dorian, man. But
and embarrassed by Luka.
Yeah, and embarrassed by Luka. Man, you got to be used to that, man. They did to him in practice, man.
Yeah, they were talking trash to him.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you. All right, man. Is that all the positives you got?
Yeah, that's basically all the positives.
All right, King. You know how it is, man. We're going to turn over the pillow, man. What are your negatives?
Not really too much negatives as far as individual performances. I did want to talk about that Josh Green play. I got very mad at early in the first half. It was a 3-on-1 fast break, and Josh Green went up. Not only did he miss the layup, but then got an offensive foul as well. And I'm like, you cannot do that. That cannot happen. And we were down at this point, so I'm sitting like, man, it's just empty points we just giving away. But luckily we won. But a 3-on-1 fast break, you cannot have it where you have to have Luka Doncic just be on the court to finish a 3-on-1 fast break. But that's my one nitpick as far as individually. My other problem was, again, like I said, defense in the first half was pretty atrocious. Actually, it was just great that we were scoring. If we weren't able to score today, like if our shot wasn't falling, Cleveland probably would beat us pretty bad. And it was a good thing that our shot was falling. But yeah, the defense was pretty bad in the first half as far as a team collectively. And that's about it, man. Like I know every time we do these shows, it's getting harder and harder to pick up a bunch of negatives on this team. But that's about it, man. Like this team, they're rocking and rolling. Like I'm ready to see them play in a series. It's just ready to see it.
Man, the one negative I had, like you said, the defense in the beginning of the first half of the game. They gave up a lot of points in the first half, 60 plus. Like we said, the 3-pointer shot over 50% from the field, over 40% from three as a team.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the defense, man, is kind of slacking a little bit. Now, I'm not going to throw them under the bus on that. Like you said, they did play a game less than 24 hours ago, bro. So a lot of that might have to do with some. And for them to come out and exert energy in that fourth quarter to finally pull off and win this game, bro, you got to give them kudos for that.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you were playing against a younger team. They can go out there and they can run up. They love to run up and down the court, and so you have that. With also Dallas have just played a game last night. Matter of fact, their emotions are high after that game, all that stuff because he got that 4th seed, and so it was a lot going on. So give big ups to Dallas for actually hanging in there today, man, and actually getting this win. Because like you said, first half. It could have went either way. It could have went the opposite way, I should say. Dallas could have went out there and kind of just like, you know what, I'm just tired. It's not my night. And let's just go ahead and just call it a day, man, and move on to Friday. But they didn't do that. Like I said, they brought the energy. Dodo stepped up. Reggie hit a couple of clutch buckets. Of course, Luka did Luka things. Mm-hmm. And so, not like I said, not a lot of negatives. Like I said, that Josh Green one, that was kind of the thing with Josh Green too. It's like Josh Green, we talk about, him going in and being aggressive, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like he flips it. Like with that, usually when he goes in and we tell him to be aggressive, he kicks it out.
Uh-huh.
The time he needs to kick it out,
pass it. Yep,
he does it. I'm just like, okay.
I told you it's growing pains.
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I was like, I'm not
gonna
throw him under the bus, bro. It's definitely growing pains. Like I said, we treat this as if this is his actual rookie year. So.
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is, man. Not a lot of takeaway negative in this game to me, man. Like I said, not gonna jump on Maxey today. Just good to see Maxey hit some shots because he wasn't hitting anything before then. So that was good. His hustle, his energy, and all that stuff. He had some solid rebounds tonight too, man, in traffic. So big ups to him on that. Berton's energy, just the whole team effort tonight, man.
This team really flows on Luka, man. Like Luka first half, yeah, but just like completely, like on all aspects of the ball. Like they don't give Luka as much respect. I even seen the day Nick Wright said the reason he's switching and giving Giannis his MVP instead of Luka is because Giannis impacts both sides of the ball, and Luka does.
Yeah, when you said I saw that too.
So my thing with
Luka, you probably a Luka expert, bro.
My thing with Nick Wright is that like a game like this shows me should show him as well that isn't true. Because in the first half, like I said, Luka was passive. Other guys were making shots, he was getting assists. But then in the second half, it's like he came out and he was like, I'm gonna just do a show for my big Slovenian fans. I think Cleveland has the second most Slovenian population other than actually Slovenia. Yeah. So he went out there the second half, played aggressive on both sides, offense and defense. And then when he played aggressively on both sides, the whole team looked better offensively and defensively. So it just completely runs. That's why we say all the time we hold Luka at a high standard. And there's some games where he even has great numbers where we don't even call it a great game because we can say, Luka, the team didn't flow defensively because you didn't try to play defense. You feel me? Because the team actually does go around whatever he does. And it's always awesome to see Luka, locked in on both sides of the ball because we know he can be. And again, man, just another example of Luka Doncic being the best player in the NBA, man. Just so simple, easy, effortless. Just how do you want it?
Which he said before, man, it's pretty easy for him.
Yeah.
Any other negatives before we move on?
Nah, man. Come on, man. This team, I feel bad I got to pick negatives at times.
Man, I'm trying to see if anything else came in. Oh, okay, hold on. It says Suns and Warriors getting good. Trading blows. Warriors trail Suns 77-75.
Down by 5. And it's fourth quarter.
Whoo!
Come on, Mav fans. Mav
Suns,
fans,
we need you, man. We need you.
Man, if ever I wanted the Suns to stay hot and be just stupid, just go now. Come on, Suns, beat these boys. Because I'll say it like we said about the Utah. If the Dallas Mavericks get that third seed, I do not think they look back again. Like, I think that's it. Nope. I think they're third, and it stays third from that point on. So, let's go, Phoenix.
Man. Yes, sir. All right, man. Who you giving the game ball to?
I really wanted to give it to Dodo today. Dodo deserves
the opposite.
And you're going to give it to Dodo probably. So.
What? No,
Yeah, you probably going to give it to Dodo. So, I'm going to give it to Luka to Don, man. Like, you can't leave Luka out of this. Like, it's just. Unless we just exclude Luka from the award and we just say, we're going to give it to somebody other than Luka, we're going to find a way.
We getting fatigue of Luka winning the
award. Like you're getting a fatigue of MVP and all. Like,
yeah,
man, it's Luka Doncic, man. Like, Luka could have got 50 today. Luka could have got 20 assists today. Luka could have did whatever he wanted to do today.
He really did.
It's just so easy. Like, this guy can choose how to play. He's literally a 2K, like, my player. The way he plays, like, since he's been in the league, really, that's really what he reminds me of, like, my 2K player. Like, I'm like, man, this guy does everything, and he has his sliders, like, just filled the right way so you can be fast enough and you can have enough 3-point shot and all, but it's just easy. I got to give it to Luka, bro.
Man, I'm giving it to Luka. Yeah, I thought it was the Dodo, did he? No, Dodo was good today, man, but it was Luka's game, man. Luka literally he dominated, not necessarily with scoring, but just his game, his presence, his impact. He dominated the game, man, from tilt. Like I said, he had 11 assists in the first half, and he came out in the second half and third quarter and scored like 20. So the dude was just dominant all the way around, man. He was clearly the best player on the court, man. It was nobody even close. Not even with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley playing in the game. There would be nobody better than Luka on the court, man. Especially in the kind of terror Luka's on right now, man. He's hot right now. Yeah, he's the best player on the court, hands down.
Bro, I heard another stat. I don't know if it's true or not. Maybe one of the viewers can let us know. The Glow Gang. Um, I heard Luka is like leading the league again, which is normal usually, or he's at the top of like total generated points, meaning that his points and the points he generates off of assists. But I heard this is like a historic season so far as what he's doing, as far as generating the percentage of points and the number of points and all. And if anybody can look that up and let me know if that's true, but that's another piece of his MVP case that no one talks about. If he's generating the most points ever, like he's responsible for so much of the Mavericks offense and their defense. Yep. Man, we need
which Mark is like we've seen it. We've seen it a million times, King. So it's not. It wouldn't be far fetched.
Mark, you need to get these Dallas writers or better Dallas writers that go out and make a narrative and all for Luka, because it's ridiculous how good this man is. I'm like, how it's not talked about. Like this is it's wild.
Yeah, it is crazy. But like you said, we've seen it before. Remember last year in the playoffs in Game 2, he commanded like 84% of the offense.
Yeah.
And so yeah, like I said, I that stat that you just said is I could believe it. We see it every night. Yeah. What this dude do? Tonight was a prime example. Like, bro, this dude affected every part of the game today. Even on defense, Nick, right? He's supposed to be a large Slovenian son or whatever, man. But you don't. He's a stat guy. I'm surprised he missed that stat.
And it's always narratives, and they say the reason when you MVP, you got to always have a historic narrative or something where it's something historic that you're doing. So Joker, the reason they want to put him up there is because PER is like his most historic PER ever. Well, if Luka is responsible for the most points ever, isn't that something historic? Isn't that his historic piece? If it's like,
no, that's the only stat because they moved the goalpost. That's the only stat that doesn't count.
That doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All
right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the show. It is y'all time of the show. King's most favorite show. He tells all his friends and family about it. It's the questions in the comments, y'all. So go ahead and get your questions and your comments in. We about to get it going. I know y'all guys want to talk about this game. You want to talk about the chance of being the third seed. I want to talk about Dallas clinching, who we gonna play, all that. So we're about to get into it. So let's go ahead and do it, King. I forgot to do it. Let me scroll back up. All right.
You come on, man.
I'm working on it. All right, man. First up, Lives was good, man. He said, let's 14 go. Third seed, my G's. Yes, man.
Stop looking at that score, man. Just keep talking.
My bad. Somebody let us know what the score is, man. Let us know the score is. I want to know what the score is. Todd said, let's go, Suns. Yes, sir. We definitely.
The only time of this show would be saying that.
Right. He said, don't look at it. Right.
Let's go, Suns.
Yes, sir. That'd be the only time you ever want to hear us say that.
Yeah.
Bro, I was good, man. Says Mavs go 4-1 in the final 5 games and finish with third seed. Western Conference Finals is definitely possible. Starting to get concerned about Memphis. This team keeps winning without Ja. Are you underestimating them? You know what? I'm not going. You know what, bro? It's kind of funny you said that because I thought about that earlier. They are getting better. That's scary that the team is getting better without their best player. And usually, kind of like this, what they're doing, it kind of reminds me not on the same level because they didn't go like winning streak like this team, but when Luka was out and the Mav team kept getting better when Luka was out. Not record-wise, but I mean as far as like they weren't learning their roles, getting better because they had to get better because Luka wasn't there. You don't have a guy to carry you, so the guy had to step up and do more. And then that carried over to when Luka got back, and then the whole team just started going on a run to where Dallas had the second best record after January 1st. Yep. And so this is what this kind of reminds me of with Memphis. Hopefully when Ja comes back, everybody kind of dial it back a little bit because they want to fit Ja back in. And hopefully it's not going to be one of those cases where when Luka got back in with the team playing good, we all just took off together. And so they're definitely a team to keep an eye on, Reggie. I definitely will give them that. I give them their respect. They're a pretty good team, man.
Hot take.
Get ready.
Here we go. The Memphis Grizzlies are better without Ja Morant. The reason
is there proof to that, King?
I mean, it is technically proof as far as the stats and all that.
Oh, okay.
But you need superstars to win the playoffs. So I understand why Ja's going to play, and they're not going to win a championship without Ja. But what I'm saying all that to say, they're gonna force Ja to play because of what all that I'm saying. They want Ja Morant to play, which means we're going to play them with Ja Morant. And I'm actually less concerned about playing them with Ja Morant than I am without Ja Morant, if that makes any type of crazy wild sense. But I remember when Ja Morant came back from his injury the first time when they went 11-0 without him. Yeah. And they lost that next game with him, and the fans started turning on Ja Morant.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
That he should have stayed out and all that because they were losing. He was like, keep that same energy and all that. It happened before. Now, I'm not saying that they can win a championship without Ja Morant, but I'm saying Ja's going to be playing. And for some reason this year, they've been even not as good of a team with Ja Morant playing. So, nah, man, Reg, we beat them 3 times. We stopped their winning streak maybe twice, I believe. So it's not like they haven't been hot when they played us or they were like a bad team or so. So, nah, I just think we're better than them. I think we have their number. I think we're just, yeah.
King is
I think we match up. Like, it's not like
King is optimistic, y'all.
Yeah, you know, certain teams, sometimes you play teams and it's like, well, we played them at the beginning of the season when they weren't good. And so that's a totally different team. Like when we played Memphis and we beat them, they were hot. Basically, every time we played them. So they were the same Memphis team they are right now. And we still were basically really handling them. Like it wasn't even like a challenge as much. Like I'm not saying they're going to be easy in the playoffs, but I think Memphis does. How about I say this? Of all the teams that Memphis could play, we're the team Memphis does not want to see.
I can see that. I don't think nobody want to deal with Luka, man.
Yeah, I don't think nobody want to deal with him either. But I think Memphis doesn't want to see him for real, though.
All right, Chris says, "Hey everyone, hey Real, hey King, what's up, Chris?
What up,
man?
Chris?"
Martin says first. No, I don't think you're quite first, Martin. I don't think he's quite first.
But you're not last.
Yeah, definitely not last. Queen says, Glow Gang. Yes, ma'am. Glow Gang. Boys, King would like to call y'all the GGs.
GGs.
Todd says, Luka is definitely an underrated defender. His feet are pretty slow, but he has great hands and is smart and strong enough to be a solid defender. Yeah. And it's not even that's the thing, man. People get this misconception that, if you're athletic, you're a good defender.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not the case, man. The defense is about effort. It's just you going out there and you putting in the effort, man. You got guys who ain't athletic, but who are good defenders. Like Shane Battier is not the most athletic player of all time, bro, but he was a very good defender. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what you want, man. You just want somebody who's gonna put in the effort. That's what Luka's doing.
So if you take out the blind side blocks, like the not the blind side blocks, but the chase down blocks, Luka defends like LeBron James. So if you ever watch LeBron James defend in his heyday, he's a guy that anticipates how you move and he moves side to side laterally. Like, so even when he was defending like Derrick Rose and all, he was sliding in front of him, knowing where he was going. That's how Luka Doncic plays defense the same way. Like it's like he's LeBron's problem was that he was too fast, so he had to move laterally and people would catch him at some point, but he discovered how to do it. And at some point became one of the best defenders, I feel like, of all time. Like LeBron was a beast. Should have a defense player of the year, but that's another conversation.
Yep.
But I feel like Luka plays the same way. So it's like underrated because he's so smart. His IQ is so high that he understands and he probably studies a bunch of footage, guys and their movements and what they like to do. So if you know what's about to happen, it doesn't matter how fast or slow you are. You just got to you got to get there before the guy gets there. So I think that's how Luka plays defense. If you guys get a chance, go check out LeBron James's defensive highlights, and you can see what I'm saying as far as the same thing. He goes side to side, especially back in Miami. Stand in front of guys, not as much now. Obviously, the whole talk is about is not defense, but yeah, he's definitely an underrated defender. And I see Luka being a good defender at some point in his career, and I think he's even going to make an all-defensive team. If you had to ask me right now.
All right, man. Luis says, waiting for the Suns to come through and beat the Golden State Warriors. We're going to be 3rd seed tomorrow, just like King predicted. That Mavs had a shot at grabbing their 3rd seed. Yes, sir. King right now is 4:54 left in the game.
This guy.
The Golden State Warriors are up by 1. 91-90.
You keep looking at the scores, bad luck.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is one of them games I just got to know.
You got to flow, and the Glow Gang going to tell us. Like they told us last night about the Clippers and all.
This is a huge game, man. This is a huge game. We did our part. We need the Suns to do theirs. All right, man. Martin says Cavs only scored 45 points in the third and fourth. Mavs
Yep,
defense seems always better in the second half.
exactly.
Yeah. The one thing we've been wanting them to do though, Martin, is keep that same defensive energy throughout the game. They've done it before. It's just like ever since after the All Star break, this has been kind of picking and choosing when they want to turn the defense on. First half, like I said, giving up 60 something points, and it's like, look, well, you're known for a team that's been known for keeping teams under 100 points, and now I guess we shouldn't complain too much because they're getting their key defensive stops. So
Hmm.
they're definitely still showing that they can do key defensive stops. But it just be nice for them to put that type of same defensive energy for 48 minutes.
Yeah,
What you saying?
I agree. I agree with everything you said. I just think it's. I told you, um, Louis said earlier about the third seed. I predicted. I also said my magic numbers. I need the Mavs to basically show me that they can be a top 10 defense, and I believe their offense can be top 10. And now the offense is catching up as far as to the defense. And if the defense still remains a top 10, you're gonna be the number one defense. But a team that can stop guys when you need stops, as the Mavericks have shown all year they can do, and you can knock down shots, you're a championship level team. So I've been calling it all
What
year,
they
step by
say?
step,
You,
and it
you gotta
seemed like
have like you said, you gotta have a top 10 defense and a top 10
yeah,
offense.
seemed like J Kid seemed like he watches the show, man. Shout out to you, J Kid, if you're watching right now.
You're my favorite point guard of all time, by the way. Just
We
letting you
love
know.
you.
Isaac says, "Come on, sons, and take care of business." I want to keep an eye on it, y'all. But King says, "Shut up and focus on the show." So I can't. So do y'all due diligence
Due
and let us
diligence.
know, man, what's going on, man. Because I'm
Yes,
I'm a little nervous now. I want to know if we got that third seed, King.
it's all good, man. Law of
And
attraction.
Phoenix is one of the best clutch teams in the league too.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's close. It's a
it's
close game right
close.
now, so that means it should be in Phoenix' favor, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
Todd says Josh Green is that ball of energy off the bench. Doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but he does a lot of dirty work. Yeah, we talked about that before, man.
Yeah.
You need some guys like that. You got Josh Green and you got Dwight Powell, the two huge energy guys
Yep.
in two positions of need as far as center and a wing. So yeah, you're right. Those are guys who do a lot of things. Like Powell had 15 points, but his impact today around the rim and his defense and the energy, he has type of those two have the type of energy where you could change momentums.
Yeah.
And so especially for the in the in Dallas' favor.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with you, Todd. Definitely agree with you, man, with that Josh Green statement.
I agree. I'm 100% agree.
Of course you do, man. You're a Josh Green fan. School of Understanding. I like that name. He said, "I don't think we should spend max on a big." Aiden reminding me of Porzingis watching the Suns and the Ghost State. Wow, man, what do you mean by that, King?
I don't know. You're probably not getting as many points and all. I still think so here's my thing. Uh I think Chris Paul can get a bunch out of DeAndre Ayton, and I feel like he has. He's made DeAndre Ayton stock increase even more than it was before him. What I feel like is that Chris Paul is towards the twilight of his career, so he can't really get to he won't be able to do the things for DeAndre Ayton that Luka Doncic could do, if that makes sense. I think Luka being able to get to the rim as much as he can. Like Chris Paul is a mid range machine because obviously he's an older guy and all. He's when he was younger, he used to get to the rim more before he had his injuries and all. But as he's a mid range machine, and I think Luka getting to the rim like the way Dwight Powell plays now. You ask DeAndre Ayton just to do that role, like majority of the time roll, maybe shoot maybe 2 threes a game, maybe if that, and just roll all day. Nah, I think he'd be better at doing it than Dwight Powell is. And we love Dwight Powell now, but if you had to choose between DeAndre Ayton and Dwight Powell doing it, I'd choose DeAndre Ayton doing it all day.
I'm a sort of piggyback on what you just said. This is how you have to look at it, school. Luca is going to command a whole lot more eyeballs than Chris Paul. Like King said, Chris Paul is at the twilight of his career. Luca is one of the maybe top three deadliest, dangerous players in the league. We saw it today when they were in pick and roll. Luca literally was walking the Cavaliers to the basket.
Mhm.
And as he was walking them to the basket, they were backing up, looking at each other because they didn't know Luka was going to score or he's going to lob it. That's the kind of ability that Luca has that can unlock a lot of things with DeAndre Ayton. Chris Paul is not. I mean, he's a good facilitator, but he is not as dangerous on offense as Luka is. Luka commands a lot of attention because of his offense. You picking him up half court, you need trapping him on screens, all that type of stuff, man. And so for me, I think like what King is saying is that this guy Luka's going to unlock a whole lot more because Luka's a whole lot more dangerous than what Chris Paul is right now in his career. So it's gonna make it a whole lot more easier for DeAndre Ayton to where compared to now where he is the focal point.
Yeah.
You put the focal point on Luka, that makes your game a whole lot easier. So I agree with King on that. Eli says if Luka gets a triple double win this Sunday against the Bucks, he should be voted MVP. Period. It's time to put the nail in the coffin.
Bro, I didn't think
what's sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I didn't think that game was gonna matter as much a while ago, but now it's like with Giannis doing what he's doing now and Luka still being on the tear he is, that's a big game. Especially if they play.
It's crazy to me how it's still a conversation with like 5 games left.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. It's been changing, man, like time. Yep. Like the seasons. You know what I'm saying? It's just like clothes. Like it's been constantly changing, bro. Like we don't have like I told you last video, we used to, back in the day, used to have a defense like, okay, say just Joel Embiid. He's an MVP favorite in December, and they weren't going to change that. Oh, he's a favorite. Mm-hmm. And now it's like, okay, Jokic. Okay, now it's Embiid. Okay, now it's Luka. Okay, now it's Tatum. Okay, now it's DeMar DeRozan. Okay, now it's back to Luka. Okay, now it's back to it just keeps changing, bro, depending on who was hot that day. You know what I'm saying? And so, like we said with Tatum is now in there. He had a hot week.
Yeah, who they gonna put over Luka now?
Oh, now you in there now.
Who they gonna put over Luka now that Tatum lost 2 in a row?
And you know what's funny about that? I thought about that, bro.
Like who they gonna put over him now? Now they're gonna drop Tatum now.
Remember, who is it? Embiid ain't been too hot. Jokic is like I tell you about what that thing I heard. They talked about it again today. I don't know if you saw the video. They talked about that today. On First Thing First. That poll I'm telling you about. Mm-hmm. They said they polled a lot of the people who vote, and a lot of them were saying Jokic. And I'm just like, I don't get it, man. I still feel like Luka has one more game to kind of cement it. And I think Luka's going to come out a whole lot different in that Milwaukee game than he did in that Philly game.
I told you they got to win out. Remember I said before, you was asking how many they got to win? For Luka to have any chance at all, like he has to win out. They have to win every game. They got to go in the playoffs for a 9-game win streak or whatever. They basically got to. Or a 10-game. If you're saying they want your 10-game win streak, I don't know if they can get 10 or 9. Where are they at right now? 5? They're 5 right now, right?
But no, what are they?
3?
Oh, I could tell you. No, that's not it. I think it's 3 game, isn't it?
Is it 3?
Standings. Where are y'all? Conference. Sorry, y'all. We doing this. We doing all this on the fly. Streak. Oh yeah, they're on 3.
They're on 3. Okay, so they can get to 8. So they got to get an 8-game win streak then. 8-game win streak to end the season. That's it. If they do that one, Luka has a chance because the crazy thing is that everybody else has to hold on because it's so close. Like Joel and them got to win every game. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's still 5 games. So it's like it's down to these last whatever. And it's like if you go 4-4 when it's so close, like you can drop so far because everybody's so close in the standings.
Yep.
That like right now, Miami's back to number 1. Number 1. The big thing is if somehow Dallas can get a better record than all of them. If Dallas can get a better record than all those MVP candidates teams in general, like that means Milwaukee, Philly, Denver,
we got
Boston, all those teams. If Dallas can end up with a better record than them and the 3rd seed, I really think like that last after that Giannis and Luka game, it may seriously they have to talk about it on national TV. Like it'll have to be all right, like something's up. Like Luka has more wins than these guys. Like, you can't talk about his slow start because that means his second half was better than their whole year.
Yep.
Do you understand what I'm saying? His second half was better than their whole year. But we'll see.
King, do you want to know the score is?
Nah, I don't want to know.
Sorry, bro. It's hard. I want to. I'm sorry. We hear me out. We hear me out.
Nah,
All right.
it must be good though. You start smiling and all.
Statistics says Luka's last 2 games: 26 and 49, 7 and 18 from three, 10 from 11 on the free throw line, 69 points, 21 rebounds, 25 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, plus 35 and only 4 turnovers. MVP. Yes, sir. Might need to send that to the national media because they act like they don't watch the Mavs play at all, but they know everything about us. La said, "Do you think Rudy Gobert could be the missing piece that might elevate us to a championship status? I heard he might be a free agent soon. If you agree on this take, what should we give up for him? King, you want to tackle that one?
I do think Rudy Gobert will be a missing piece to make us a championship team. I know a lot of folks don't want to give money up for these guys because they're going to cost money. There are, some second tier centers that can be unlocked, like we say Mitchell Robinson and things like that. Like we do believe that he can be unlocked possibly to be that level of a championship level. But I just feel like those guys that are looking for like max contracts, I feel like I know what I'm gonna get from them guys, and I know if they come to the team bringing what they have and just that little oomph that Luka's going to give to them, that they'll be championship level centers. So like Rudy, DeAndre Ayton, those max contract guys. But I do agree with you, Liz. I think Rudy Gobert would be a championship level piece for us. I talked about that last show, I believe. And if we can get rid of like Tim, maybe a Maxey, and somebody else, it'd be incredible if we can just get rid of guys, and even give up a draft pick. I'd give up a first rounder because at that point, if you believe in it's the team for the championship level, you don't need draft picks anymore. That's the point when draft picks no longer matter anymore to me. When you feel like your team is set for the future as far as competing for a dynasty, that's when you can say, all right, now I'm just trying to get guys in. I need guys that come fill roles, role players, and all that to happen. And we have our pieces. So, yeah, I'll give up the draft pick and all that and possibly every other piece other than the main guys to get Rudy Gobert.
So there's a trade that's been going around the interwebs for Dallas to get Rudy Gobert, for Utah to get Tim, Boban, and Maxey.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do it?
Yesterday.
Okay.
It's already signed. The ink already dry.
Okay.
You wouldn't?
I would.
Okay. Just making sure.
I would. So this says kid is showing he has become one of the best in the league at halftime adjustment. There's adjustments, period.
Yeah, I might have said adjustments in general.
Yeah,
man.
adjustments in general, bro. Like we definitely gotta give man, for them folks who were just dogging kid and stuff like that, man, when we picked him up, man. You gotta give that man his props and you owe him an apology.
Yeah.
Because now he's gonna do something. We might have a chance to do something that Rick Carlisle hadn't done in like 10 years. Get you 50 wins and can get you out the first round. And get you home court advantage in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And give you a top 4 seed.
Yep.
So yes.
Yeah, I agree, man. But Kid in general, I think by next year, Kid's one of the top coaches in the NBA.
Yep. Let's see what we do in the playoffs. If Kid can get this team to the Western Conference Finals, yeah.
He's gonna be talked about as one of the best coaches in the NBA.
Yes, sir. Ty said the Cavs were hitting a lot of tough shots too. Yeah, the Cavs are a pretty good team, man. I don't, don't think of the Cavs of yesteryear. You know what I'm saying? Before, the team that LeBron left and how they were always at the bottom of the league. Always in the lottery, always getting the first pick overall. It's not the same Cavs team, man. This is a different Cavs team. They have a young coach who can relate to the players a little bit better. He's a developer. And so, like I said, got to give big props, man. Like I said, Darius Garland has turned the corner. I'm going to tell you right now, King, Colin Sexton is gone.
Yeah. Would you take Colin Sexton?
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Would you let go of JB, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we can get him gone for a piece to pick him up, use his contract. Still keep Spencer. Go get your big man using JB, and then grab Colin Sexton for the bench. Would you do it?
Oh, so then what are you starting?
Yeah, I guess you make then what he start then.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That's if JB want to leave.
Yeah, because he's not going to get a lot of money, bro.
No. But I still think he can make he can go and get buckets though.
Like hey, listen.
Buckets.
we talked about this on the earlier We Talk Mad videos. When we said I would take Colin Sexton. Listen, your job is just to go out there and score.
Mm-hmm.
You want him to play, get you a point guard like a Dragic, somebody let him play alongside that guy. That way he be the facilitator. You just go out there and score. You be Donovan Mitchell. Okay. You don't gotta set nobody up. You ain't gotta be a facilitator, bro. Just go out there and score. Get us bucket. That's your job.
Stop looking at this daggone game, man. You had it on my screen now, and Warriors up by 1.
Dang it. You just switched to 1-2. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me get this off my screen.
Yeah, let me stop watching it now. I'm nervous.
Get it off my screen.
Okay. Sorry, man. It's just hard. I'm ready to celebrate with the glow game, man. We can get that third seed.
I would love, man. Come on, Phoenix. They ain't no
okay. Come on, Phoenix. All right, School says, yeah, I noticed that in the past couple of weeks in the first half, we feel the game out. Yeah, in the second half, they lock it down and take away what they've seen in the first half, halftime adjustments. Yeah, man, that's key.
Yep.
Lai says, gotta say, this year has been amazing. Witness our team go through such massive changes and seeing Kid operate has been incredible. Coach of the year right there. Yeah, shout out to Kid, man. Yeah. But unfortunately, man, gonna probably end up being Coach Jenkins of Memphis. Because look what Memphis doing without their number one guy, their MVP candidate.
Yeah, he deserves to get it.
He deserves to get it, man. I gotta give it to him.
Coach Kid get it eventually.
Kid should be number 2. We're gonna be in that third seed.
Right, let's go get 60 wins next year.
Yes, sir. So this says 5-point lead left with. Oh yeah.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Sorry. I'm not gonna look at it. Not gonna look at it. Reggie says, King, I remember you saying that you will be at the Mavs/Wizards game. Please tell the Wizards fans that we thank them for giving us Dinwiddie. Yeah, he gonna do that.
I wish I had a Dinwiddie jersey by then, but
bro, that would have been.
Yeah,
that would have been something right there.
I'm definitely going to be in there and definitely talking a bunch of trash, so don't worry.
Man, that would have been nice. Queen says Moses took his departure personal. It looked like it. He got you 12 and 9, man, in 21 minutes, which is not bad.
Yeah, he was yelling on every dunk he was doing too.
Yeah, he putting his whole body into it. He was swinging and everything. I'm like, okay, Moses.
Yeah.
Pardon the Red Sea out here. Martin says, statistically, though, the best centers, power forwards to pair with Luka are Cat, Embiid, Ayton, and Jonas Valanciunas. Hope Mavs can get one of them in the coming year. I don't want Jonas Valanciunas, man.
Yeah. So my thing is, just because a guy is a great guy at his position doesn't mean he fits well with another guy.
Look at Harden
and Joel Embiid. Yeah, my question always was, Embiid was never a pick and roll guy. We've always seen James Harden excel with a what's his name, Clint Capella, rolling hard, or Claxton, who likes to roll hard now. You feel me? Like those guys are like rolling, and it was always an issue. My issue with like Cat isn't a serious like rolling lob guy. Neither is Embiid. Now you take them because
they're ISO centers.
Yeah, you take them because they're 2 of the top 3 centers in the NBA. So you just make it work because you have talent. But like everybody loves Valanciunas. I just don't think Valanciunas would fit the offense as much as people think he would. Like I need somebody that can catch lobs. I don't look at Valanciunas catching lobs. You have to catch lobs with Luka. Like Dwight Powell,
strictly pick and pop.
Dwight Powell and Luka, they have like some of the best numbers on the court together because Dwight Powell catches lobs with his hands and he finishes. Jonas wouldn't be doing that, so that would hurt an element of the offense. I actually truly believe.
No, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you 100% on that one. All right, Brunson deserves a honorable mention. Luka and Brunson fade out one leg. Seems to have become really prominent in their game since Dirk came on as a advisor. Yeah, Luka added that to his mid range last year.
Yeah,
Jalen added to his mid range this year.
Yep.
No, sorry, King. I'm sorry, bro. It's killing me, bro. I want to know. School says we see that Luka doesn't need a max player at center because the max player would also need post touches, which isn't Mavs offense. I'd rather have a Powell or a Mitchell Robinson duo with a max Zach LaVine. Okay, School. King, you want to touch on that?
I mean, to each their own. The thing is that
that's actually not bad, but
it's not bad. But the Mavs offense, the Mavs offense, this whole like the next 5 years isn't going to always be this Maverick offense. Like we're not going to play this way. We shouldn't now that we got J Kid. I know it's been like that for the past few years, but it's about even this year. Remember, we started the year being like they playing an offense that needs more ball handlers than one. And does this offense really matter? Like it evolves over years. Like this now offense, it's an offense that includes more than one ball handler. Before it didn't have that. So when you include a center that can get post points and all, you change the game up. The Kristaps Porzingis offense could have worked. The issue was Kristaps Porzingis. I'm sorry. I apologize for using that name. I know this is a children's show.
Hey, I need to put explicit content on this thing, man.
I know.
You out here
But
using
the issue is
words,
not.
boy.
It just the issue wasn't that we were going to him in the post. The issue is that he couldn't deliver.
Post. Yeah,
like that was the issue. If we could go to him and say, "Get us a bucket," and we back off because there's a bunch of shooters around him where he can just get a bucket or pass it out, then it would be all day. Like I'd love that. Luka could just stand back and just rest at times, but the issue was that he couldn't do it. So that's not a bad idea, school. But I still think I'd go for the guy that's more talented because I think you want that. You want the ability for a big man to be able to post. I want a guy to make Joker work back at him the same way he's gonna make us work. So that's my opinion.
Okay. We're probably a long way to go to King. Chris says thought Josh Green played great defense tonight. Yes, sir. He says Suns up by 2. Yeah, we behind on that one. I really want to know what the score is. Dodo a bum, not worth 15. Dumbest take of all time. Yes. Another name we would not say on this show said that. We're just gonna say his initials are MB. Okay, that's all we're gonna use. So we're not going to use his name anymore. If you use his name, that is you are cussing, and we gotta mute you. Okay, it's a family show, King. All right. Brother-in-law says my opinion is a player can't be MVP if your team is in the lower half of the playoffs. Bracket. Don't see how Jokic is the top of MVP race, and B, Luka and Giannis should be the top 3 in my opinion. Amen, bro. Law. Amen. Yes. We've been saying that for the last 4 or 5 videos, bro. I don't get how that is. How are you number 1 and your team is flirting with the play-in? I don't understand how that works.
Yeah. But don't get me started.
Exactly. Martin says Mikal had so many open lanes this game. Golden State is forcing Ayton, CP3, and Booker right now. Focusing on Ayton, CP3, and Booker right now. Yeah, that's their big 3. So I can definitely see that. I'm trying not to look at the game. Sadistic defense is about effort and anticipation. Yeah, thank you, Sadistic. Is what I said. It's really about effort. It's really about effort. Like you got to go out there and show effort.
Yep.
Which is why a lot of people have been killing, guys like Trae Young. You know what I'm saying? Because Trae Young or James Harden. We see these videos of people put together. James Harden just letting cats go right by him, and that does 2 things. It makes you makes you look bad, and then 2 that puts pressure on the guy behind you, gets him in trouble, gets him in foul trouble. Or what it does, it moves him up. Then that guy dishes it to the guy that he was sticking, easily up or dunk. And so yeah, you're right. It's really about effort. Like, you just got to go out there and put forth the effort, man.
You both are right. I just know it's crunch time, so I'm getting pumped because I know it's close.
Bro, you told me not to watch it, bro.
I'm not watching it. The game probably over. I'm saying I just know it's crunch time where it's getting close to the end where folks going to start telling us the answer, what happened.
Oh, okay. Okay. Reggie says Warriors lead 91. Okay, we way behind now. Johnny B, what up, man? He said, Glow Gang, what up? Yes, sir. Martin says, bet big on multiple players tonight. Just missed on Luka. He said, just 1 point, and I would have won big. Dang, Martin. I was going to ask you for $1 too, man. You got to win there. Mount says, to add to a king about Luka's basketball IQ, Luka knew Moses would bite on the under the basket pass fake. Moses was spinning. Yeah. Yeah, I remember too, man. Moses still raw. The dude is still raw, man. He's still learning. So, like I said, he's definitely gonna put forth the effort. He did pretty good tonight, man. He did really, really good tonight. We definitely could have used that for our team this year, man. Like King said earlier. Oh, he says tied with 5 to go. He said Dallas had the second best defense in the second half of games this season. I can definitely see that. He says 3 minutes ago, look about 3. Phoenix by 3. Yeah, we so behind on that one, bro. Question: why doesn't Maxi roll more? He's not the leaper Powell is, but he gets high enough. Is that just they don't want him as a shooter? No, we talked about that before, man. It's like he should do more pick and rolls instead of pick and pops. If you do more pick and rolls and get more easy buckets, that might help his jump shot. We talked about that before.
Yeah, but I think didn't Maxi hurt his Achilles or something last year? Wasn't it like a sore Achilles he was dealing with all year?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
it might be that it's
just don't feel
something
comfortable with all that yet.
serious, where he may not just want to be jumping at the rim no more. Because he used to do it all the time.
Maxi yeah, he did.
Catch people all the time with bodies as far as
he fade on the baseline and then also yeah.
But now he rarely ever goes to the rim and catch dunks anymore. So it might be the Achilles.
You might be right. He says CP3 with the clutch bucket. Okay. Yeah, we way behind King. Says Johnny B says Luka watch and play with Powell shows we need more athletic bigs. Ayton is good, but I think Mitchell Robinson is a better fit at a significant cheaper price. Yep, Johnny, we've said that before. I've been on that. I've been on that train, but King told me to mute my mic when I talk about it. So
I never told you mute your mic. I don't have a problem. Here y'all go again. This is like the whole Spencer Dinwiddie thing again. I have no problem. Every time we talk Mitchell Robinson on here, I say, okay, go ahead and get Mitchell Robinson. I have no problem with Mitchell Robinson. I think he'd improve his team a bunch, and he may be the missing piece. I just think it's more of a question mark with him than it would be.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I see what Johnny is saying, though. He is definitely a whole lot cheaper. So, yeah.
If you can get him and he becomes that guy at the cheaper price, then you win. That's Nico's job, right? Like, Nico decides if I go that way and I think this will be big enough, or I go the other way. So we'll see what happens. But I'm not like mad either way. No, I'm happy. I'm excited.
King, can I go ahead and break the news?
Go ahead, man. The Mavs must be a third seed. Let us know.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. Going to my bro Law.
Mavericks
we got it here. So the Suns beat the Warriors 107-103.
Let's
throw them up.
Them Spencer.
The Spencers, baby. Hey, we are now officially the third seed in the West, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
So now, I know me and King was kind of barely talking to y'all, looking at the phones. We were kind of nervous. We wanted this to happen. Wow. It's finally happened, ladies and gentlemen. We are now third seed.
Bro, we were 17 and 18 at a point this season.
17 and 18, King. 17 and 18. Bro,
oh, man. Wow, this is crazy. I've told y'all so many. Oh, my God.
Hey,
I feel
drink
like
it in.
Man.
Drink it in, bro. Drink it in,
wow.
bro.
Wow, bro. I told you for so long, man.
Look at your team's name on the standings, and you'll see a 3 next to it.
I got a tear coming in my eye for that one, man.
Bro, listen.
Wow.
And the reason why we were on the edge about this, because now we want to see what the narrative is going to be now. Luka's doing great. Your team is moved up to third. You know what I'm saying? It's too many answers and too many comebacks for the people who sit there and say Luka's not the MVP.
Wow, man.
This is just another notch on his belt right here. You're now the third seed in the West.
Yeah.
And I told you last video, to me, this is the equivalent of you being number 1 in the East.
Yeah. Bro.
So
he's a superstar-less team. He's a single superstar on a team. And he's in the third seed.
Yes.
If this was any other year, he'd be the MVP.
He's the definition of any other year of being an MVP, like you just said.
I wish we would have, even if we would have lost, right? The beginning of the year, 17 and 18. I wish Luka would have been skinnier. Like, I don't even think it's the him starting slow. It's the really because he was out of shape.
Honest with you, I think they use that out of shape thing as an excuse.
It is. That's what I'm saying. It's the excuse. Yeah. And I wish he was skinnier to begin the year because they couldn't use that as an excuse. It wouldn't have mattered then. Like, so it's man, it's crazy. I'm telling you again, man. Like, I've been saying this, and not to stop the show and all that, because it's a big thing. We third seed now. It's a big moment. But I've really been telling y'all that this guy, Luka, is amazing. And, like, really just the stuff that I've watched as a basketball fan and what he does. And I'm really serious when I say his second half of the season is one of the greatest second halves, or like just pure basketball I've ever seen in my life. And again, I'll remind you that if we were 17 and 18 and we're now the third seed, Luka's second half of his season, or whatever you want to call it, after that 17 and 18, has been better than any players in the league whole year. Listen to that again, and you run with that and tell anybody that, and you can compare it. You can put numbers, you can put team success, whatever you want to. Luka's second half of his season, when he supposedly was in shape, has been better than everyone's whole season, and I'll stand behind that.
Amen, bro. Amen. Let's get back to these people, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's get
Yes,
back.
sir.
I know y'all want to talk. I know way down at the bottom here, y'all want to talk about it. Chris said, "Don't use the game for Aiden highlights. He has not been good." Okay, okay.
He's still a
I
third
was gonna watch the
option,
highlights,
right?
Chris. I was definitely gonna watch the highlights. Go, but you know what I'm saying?
Y'all can't abuse Aiden. It's like the same way y'all be abusing Jalen Brunson. He's a third seed, so he's not always going to have. That's not his job to always have the numbers like of 25, 30 or something like that. Like, he's supposed to get him when you need him. When you know Chris Paul and Devin Booker aren't able to do their things, and it's his job to step up and give you buckets and all. Other than that, he fits a role and probably has a certain amount of certain numbers that he just wants to get as far as in the system and all. But yeah, man, like you can't. It's not his role. Like,
he got you 16 and 16.
What then? Yeah, I guess he was having not good plays or whatever. But bruh, would you take 16 and 16 a day?
Man,
however, you got it 16 and 16 as our center. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely take that.
Y'all harsh, man. Y'all be hard on these players.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to get to. Okay, so this MVP race will come down to the very last game of the season. It is so close, and honestly, 4 or 5 guys have legitimate cases. I got Giannis, Luka, then Jokic right now. I'm sorry. I love Jokic, but I take Jokic out of there, man. And for me, the 3 is gonna be Luka, Joel, and Giannis. Those are my 3.
Bro, I'm so glad everybody got something to play for, because that Milwaukee Dallas game gets to still be an MVP showdown.
Yep.
Like, Giannis could have sat out and been like, nah, Luka, I ain't gonna let you do this. But he kind of has to if the way the East goes down.
Giannis is playing like a monster right now, too, man.
But Luka plays like a monster whenever he plays against Giannis.
Oh, no, I'm not saying he ain't gonna play it.
Giannis has nothing but respect for Luka. Like, Giannis said he was probably the most skillful guy he ever seen play basketball.
That's what everybody say.
So it is. I'm ready to see it. I love Luka playing. That's when the left hand little in between the leg. Drop off to Cleveland all against Milwaukee.
Little flick pass through the nutmeg through the
I'm ready, man. Like, it's not. I told y'all it's not over, man. Listen to me. One day y'all gonna listen to me.
Johnny B says it was good seeing Brandon Knight back in the Mavs uniform. Yeah, man, it's as if like he never left. Like, he was same guy.
Yeah, it's probably Trey Brick last year. I think I was talking to Rel about that after the show yesterday.
Crazy that Mouse says crazy that Dallas has clinched a playoff spot before Golden State became because of tiebreakers. Yeah.
Oh, future talk. Look in the future. The Mavs are above the Golden State Warriors.
Yes, sir. Johnny B. Seal thinks besides a big, we need another guard/wing that can create his own shot and play defense. Now, I agree with you, Johnny, because people think automatically when you say can create their own, they think of a guy like a Luka or Spencer Dinwiddie, people who could set people up. You don't necessarily. That's not necessarily what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Like a Devin Booker can create his own. A Zach LaVine can create his own. A Donovan Mitchell can create his own. Those type of guys can put the ball on the floor. If things start getting tight, you can go out there and you can get it for yourself. I ain't got to get back to Luka to have him set everything up. You can just go out there and get it yourself. So, yeah, you're right, Johnny. I wouldn't mind getting one more wing that can create his own shot on his own without having to set somebody up. Just go out there and get your buckets, like we said with Colin Sexton.
So, I don't think we need the wing. I think
God, dang it, man. Stop disagreeing and just go ahead and say we taking his wing.
We need the big though. Why we need the wing?
No. He said other than
the besides. Yeah, I don't think we need the wing though. I think we straight. I think if we can keep JB, we can keep Spencer Dinwiddie.
You're gonna have some room because Sterling Brown gone.
Yeah, Sterling Brown gone. But I'm saying I think all we need is so I'd be happy getting like a Jay Crowder or something like that. You feel me? Using my money on a guy that can get a shot like that, a guy that's not really a top guy, but a guy that take the ball and do something with it and pass it out or whatever. Like just somebody that can dribble the ball. But from everything I've heard and everything I've seen from J Kidd, They're trying to make Dorian Finney-Smith that guy. Like they're trying to. So every year with his development, even next year, he keeps talking about making him a playmaker a little bit, driving to the rim and all. I think that's going to be Dodo's role. I think Dodo's going to continue to develop, and that's why Luka and them love him. Luka know Dodo. We've seen Dodo get something in his game every year. So why wouldn't he? Just like anybody else that we see patterns, why wouldn't he? So I think that's Dodo's next role. And I think by the time Dodo's career is over, he's going to be seen like a Jay Crowder, maybe probably even better than a Jay Crowder as far as everything he can do on the floor and all that. So I don't think we need I think the big solidifies it. I think we have enough guys as role players and all. It'll be nice to have a Zach LaVine or somebody beside Luka and all, but JB and them can give you that on occasions when needed, like JB and Spencer together. So I don't think we need to go that way. The main thing is just to get the big. I think we'll see this year though. Like I said, we get to the Western Conference Finals and it comes down to a big or something like that, and we're gonna be like, why would we get another wing? But I do think this year is gonna be a big year as far as setting the tone for other folks that want to come play in Dallas. I think this year is major for other folks seeing that they want to come play with Luka Doncic. I think starting this summer, like it's going to be big buzz surrounding the Dallas Mavericks. This is my personal opinion.
All right, let's go get the rest of these, man. We always almost to.
Let's go, man. 30. Come on, man. We 30.
Todd says Sexton or THJ.
That's a hard one. I'm gonna say Sexton because you said he'll be cheaper.
Yes, he'll be cheaper.
Yeah, THJ too much money to be on the bench, really.
Yeah, THJ about to be 30.
Yeah,
he's close to 30. So this is you talk about the game. The Mount says like the video. Appreciate it, man. Please like the video, guys. Got a whole lot more questions and comments here. Bro, Richard Jefferson making a case for Devin Booker MVP. He has a liability costing them the game back-to-back fouls, gave Golden State the lead, and is 5 for 21.
Yeah. It's cool when you got Devin. I mean, you got CP3 besides you. When you got DeAndre Ayton that can give you, y'all saying on 7 and 17, it's a horrible game. Still give you 16 and 16.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That's a good point.
I'm just saying.
Johnny B says, Jonas Valanciunas and Luka equal European. Oh, man, stop. Johnny, stop it, man. Stop.
Yeah, you must be tough. So that'll be if we got somehow
watch your language, Johnny. Watch your language, man.
Yeah, if we got the Joker, then that would be
they'll be a Joker.
That would be the European Kobe and Shaq. If somehow we can get Joker to come over here.
Hey man, somebody know Joker, man. Tell him to come on over.
Luka
over
know him. Luka.
Todd says Powell is becoming one of the best live finishers in the league. One of
becoming.
You see his shooting percentage out there, man. Don't do Powell like that, man. So
he may be the best.
Chris says I don't watch a lot of Ayton, but in this game it seems like he doesn't have a good hand of catching lobs. Boy, they're going in on Ayton today, man.
I told you, they be saying one thing and be like, this is the end. He got you 16 and 16 on a bad game, y'all just said. So he got you
16 for Powell. That's a great game.
He got you Rudy Gobert numbers on a bad game.
Remember, y'all, we said in that one game he got you 35 and 14.
Yep, he just got you 16 and 16. Like, I would love if our center just gave us 16 and 16 with everybody else and what they do, like, I'm fine with that. Every night you're gonna pencil me in for 16 and 16. Go ahead. I'm fine.
And remember, y'all, his game is gonna be a whole lot easier playing with Luka. You gotta remember that too. But
max contract, 16 and 16. That's a max.
Chris said, "What's y'all opinion on why Luka doesn't get the pub he deserves from the media?" Chris, listen, man, we've been talking about this literally for the last 4 months, King.
Yeah,
we don't know. We honestly don't know. Because now, like I said, whenever there's a case for Luka being the MVP, the goalpost continues to be moved. Because now it's been moved so much that you got a guy who is flirting with the play-in is the number one candidate for MVP this year.
Yeah.
And that's the part that gets us, and we don't get it. Because it seems like every metric, every analytical number, every eye test, every record, whatever you want to put out there, Luka can arguably be, and now his team is in third, can arguably be the MVP of the season this year.
Yeah.
But like I said, we don't know why. It's like they try their best to try to find little loopholes to where nope, it can't be Luka. Like I said, Luka started out slow. So did Jason Tatum, but he's top 3 candidate.
Bro, when you go to like school and all, and even if you think you good or you got it, they always tell you should still put your best foot forward. Like you can't sit back because you gotta have better, what is it? Just better things you do daily or whatever like that. Just better routines or whatever. So I feel like the reason Luka doesn't get the media attention he deserves is because they're punishing him. Like I feel like they can't have him being the guy where you kind of tell the league or tell the kids and all that he was a guy that was out of shape and just didn't care and just decided to turn it on and just go out there because he thought he was that good.
But see, the thing is though
you
about
gonna
that
go James
narrative,
Harden?
we didn't hear that with Jokic.
But Jokic wasn't. So Joker was in shape last year. Remember, he came in. That was the first year when he was in the bubble.
But I mean, he was still
finally
an
lost
MVP
weight.
candidate. Like we constantly heard his name in MVP talks, even when he was out of shape.
But he hasn't been out of shape for like 2.5 years. What I'm saying to you is that Joker in the bubble is when he lost weight. When he got into the skinny Joker, that was the year when he lost weight.
No, I know that. But even before that, he was still a candidate. He was a viable top 4 MVP candidate. Luka not even top 5.
Yes, he is. Luka's going to be a top 5. When they do the voting, Luka Doncic is going to be a top 5 candidate.
Oh no, I hope he is. But what we've been hearing,
he's going to
make it seem like he barely at 5, and it's like
he's going to be. He's going to be. I'm not worried about it. He's going to be a top 5 MVP candidate as far as when the season is done. The reason, like I said, I don't think he's getting MVP, and this is every time. If you pull up any video, any article, anything you pull up with Luka, whenever it says that he's not the MVP, the only thing they always say is he had a slow start. That's every answer. Every answer. You find me anywhere else where you say, you know what, Luka shouldn't be the MVP because of this and this. You don't find it. The only answer it is because he had a slow start, and we have to reward guys for doing stuff all year. They're punishing them. Like it's that easy. Like Luka's so good that he's already seen as like an MVP already, and it's like fatigue because he's that good already. So the next step for him is just like I said, he has to announce himself in the playoffs. He's already announced himself, and it's like kind of disrespectful because I'm like, Luka, you got to announce yourself in the playoffs when he's like the all-time leading scorer in the playoff and all that. But he has to announce himself by getting victories. Like he has to take that step to put himself like where Giannis was developing and become. He's Eastern Conference Finals now. He can do it. Joker got to the Western Conference Finals. He can do it now. Usually you don't have to do that first, but for some reason, because Luka's been so awesome, they're looking for him to do it before he gets the MVP. So after this year, like I'm telling you, I really truly believe like this is everything in me. Luka Doncic is going to be the MVP next year. Like I know he's been the favorite every other year and all that stuff. I've seen enough at the end of this year to tell me that if this guy just wants to just go out there and say I'm going to get MVP, he can do it. It's that easy for Luka Doncic. It's rare that you see players play as easy as he does. Like there's certain that Kevin Durant, some guys, you're like, this is just easy for this man. This is easy for Luka Doncic. He can do this with ease. And if he gets anything done to his body, which I think he will this offseason, he's going to come back and kill next year. Sorry for my words.
Hope you're right, man. We definitely got to get through these questions. We got a lot of questions.
Let's go, man. We should keep wanting to talk, man. You can't go now. We 3rd seed. They're going to talk about the 3rd seed at the bottom. You got to get ready for this.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Johnny B said Booker should be in the top 4 MVP, and he should be first All NBA with Luka. Josh Steph should be second team. I'm not going to argue with that. As long as you say Luka's in the first, I don't care who.
I don't care who that is. One
exactly.
of them. I wouldn't be mad if any of them or the other guy or any of them. It's going to be those 3 between the other position and the other second team guys.
Now they got that thing that came out that folks can be multiple positions now, so it's going to be
I don't like that. I don't like how Jason Tatum now.
They're trying their best. They added more to it because they're trying to find ways to cover up the whole Embiid and Jokic could be in the first team, which is stupid to me, bro.
Yeah, they just changing the rule up for what is this?
Goalpost moving. We already talked about it. Goalpost moving.
Joker love is crazy, and I would think Joker would get hate because Joker kind of a-hole. They talk about Luka being the a-hole. Joker does some quite not good things on the basketball floor and all. So, but
School said Suns win. Yes, sir. He said, "Oh, it was just I'm trying to skip past the ones that we
Yeah.
already know about. Your
We
Suns,
still talking about the Phoenix wins me mad third seed. We the third
Suns
CP3
one,
clutch.
yeah.
Yeah,
Suns
third.
clinch, we third,
3 weeks
yeah.
ago, didn't
We the
King and I
third, yes, sir. Clutch,
sadistic about three. I love y'all, man. About 3 weeks ago, didn't King and I double down on the Mavs being the third seed? What we say, my man said. I've been saying that those statistics since like the beginning of the show, man. So I'm excited. I've been saying this. I've said Luka could get to possibly 28, 9 and 9, and his numbers like this has been like, man, this
listen.
is incredible.
No, look what Javier just said. This is important. He said not just third in the West. The Mavs could be in with the third most wins in the league.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir,
what,
Javier. And said, and not an MVP, by the way. That's the crazy part about it. That's the crazy
bro.
part. Like I said, if y'all want to argue about the MVP, we can go for Luka, and we can have an argument for everything that you thought throw out at us for Luka. Legit reasons why he should be MVP. Like I said, every metric, every analytic, every eye test, every record, you can sit there and say that Luka should be the MVP. And so tonight proved it. Luka took over and bumped his team to the third seed when they were the 13th seed. That's a 10 game, I mean a 10
game
seed turnaround.
see turnaround, bro.
How many
Yes.
times have I heard that before in history? So for a solo student, not a team that got a, not like the Miami Heat when they had
Yeah.
the Heatles. We're
They
talking
had to
about
turn it
one
around.
superstar, man. One superstar.
And bro, they was only what? They was only 8-7. Miami, the Heatles, they thought that was struggling. They went 8-7 that first year, and we were 17-18.
So we was in there.
Yeah, like we were deep. We were over
Deep.
30 games, almost 40 games in the season under 500. So we were almost half the season done under 500, and now we're the third seed. Get out of here, man.
Lewis says, yes. Oh, he's talking to sadistic. So this says if this exact team was the Lakers, he would be a shoe-in. Oh yeah, yeah. We already know how that goes, man. LeBron probably will probably be MVP, man, if it wasn't for Jokic's PER.
Yeah,
It's crazy to me, bro.
LeBron
King,
still
here we go.
team All NBA.
King went back up to 17.5. King, King, Johnny B. King loves it. He loves it.
Third seed, 17.5 for JB. I'm loving it. It's a good day.
RCA, what's good, man? He said, let's go. Yes, sir, man. Third seed, ladies and gentlemen. Man,
did it, y'all. We did it. We just got to hold on to it. We did it. We did it.
Dallas got to capitalize and hold on to it, y'all.
We did it. I told y'all every game. Oh, man, bro. Why don't I bet money on
bro, I'm so turned up. I want to see what's going to happen tomorrow, bro. I want to watch every video tomorrow, man. King, you find something, send it to me, man. I don't care no more. Just send it to me.
Remember we lined up all those Golden State games? And you
bro,
like, yeah,
okay.
They're going to lose 1, 2, whatever right there. And I was like, man.
It's funny, right? Like you said, I think you said the last video, you were talking about the fact that I remember when we said, like, man, we got to jump this team. Okay, then we got to jump this team. Okay, then we got to jump this team. So it's like once we jumped those teams, we didn't look back.
No.
We jumped Denver. We never looked back. Denver stayed back there. We stayed up here.
Yep.
And we kept saying, like, man, we kept getting closer to Utah. It was like 2.5 games, and we were like stuck at like 2.5 games, 2 games, 2.5 games, 2 games, 2.5 games. And we were like, man, we're going to never catch Utah. But once we got to about a game and a half, and Dallas finally eventually jumped them, we haven't looked back. Because now Utah, 2 games behind us? No, 2.5 now, I think. Because they didn't play tonight.
They're 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 now. We're not looking back. So that's why we said when Dallas gets that third seed, we're not looking back. Because those last 2 teams we jumped, we didn't look back.
Nope.
So,
bro, we have 5 games left. 2 and 3 gets you 50 wins. 2 and 3. Like, if we go 2 and 3, we get 50 wins on the season.
Yes, sir.
If we go, whatever we go from now, remember this as well. Whatever the record is for the rest of these 5 games, Golden State has to have 1 more win than what we have. So if we end the season 4-1, Golden State had to somehow go 5-0.
They got to go 5-0.
If we go 3-2, Golden State got to still go 4-1 to get past us. It happened, man. It happened.
And they got a tougher schedule than we do.
Bro, it happened, man.
Yes.
It happened, man.
I think we're going to pull off 1 game Friday. I'm calling it now. Louis says, I said if Brunson performs up to expectation in the playoffs, we keep him just like
Absolutely.
Brunson Saint. Yeah,
Absolutely.
just like Brunson said, yeah.
Absolutely.
King kind of touched on that before.
Yeah, absolutely. If he's basically playing for his position on the team. If
Yeah,
JB,
man.
he had his one shot last year, like I said, his first year. And truthfully, you know what I saw on JB? Route that I don't think people understood. JB didn't shoot bad last year in the playoffs. Rick Carlisle only played JB like 15 minutes a game.
I think
So
it was a matchup
he
issue
was
too.
saying playing him off the court and all because I guess defensively and all, but Rick Carlisle didn't even play him. So you
Ooh,
can't that guy again.
yeah, I'm
But
doing a lot of cussing lately, bro.
you
You all
you
right?
you can't say a guy isn't performing when he's only giving you 15 minutes a game. Like J
Kid
Kid,
ain't
okay,
kid
we
getting up
know
15 minutes in the first quarter, and he
that's
only
what I'm
played
saying.
12 minutes.
Like
Yeah,
J Kid knows how important JB is, so you work around it and you make the team work around him being out there being smaller. And JB gives effort on defense, and so many charges he catches in and all that.
I think he's
Like
top 4 in the league in charges.
I love JB on that. But Rick was so stubborn. It was so annoying that he was so stubborn and would think he was just. I feel like the smartest man in the room complex thing like that. If I think something is true, I gotta go with it because I chose it and it has to be right. And he doesn't always just choose to go a different direction. And so I really think JB gonna step up. I think JB knows that we think, or people in general think he's failed in the playoffs last year, and he got something to prove. I think JB gonna have a nice playoffs for us. Nice
Rick
18
Carlisle
points a
has
game.
that Coach Tibbs
Yep.
impact.
Yep. That
As
old
far as like
school.
not even that, it's just like he overstays his welcome after a while.
Yep.
And I think he's starting to show that in Indiana. Oh, my bad, Todd. Yeah, Todd says, "Oh, he said there you go, kid. You already got your wish.
I told you,
Utah fell
Utah
to
fell to 6.
60, so we got them first round."
Y'all was scared to play Utah. Don't talk about Utah now. I was
Lewis
scared to
says
play
the
it.
vibes and chemistry in this team right now are immaculate. He said, so better keep this team together and just get the missing pieces, a real big man that can anchor our defense and grab rebounds. Yes, sir.
Bro, not Luka, it was Dodo said their motto for this year, their 2 words are I think it's accountability and chemistry is what their 2 words they say this year. And that chemistry word I know came from Luka because Luka's been yelling that since the Olympics. They asked him what happened and how this team plays so much better than what people thought they could. He says chemistry is the biggest thing he think in basketball. When guys are crying about teammates being together for 4 years or whatever and saying that doesn't matter, and Luka saying, no, I need it. Our superstar was the guy that wanted these guys to stay together. You're seeing why now. This is how Golden State became Golden State. Those guys became something and had to grow and become something. Luka saying, give me these guys. I believe in these guys. I trust them. Let's build a chemistry, and eventually we'll be someone. If you ever hear him talk, and he has like 5-year plans and stuff like that, like he talks and like, I want to do this by this year, this by this
Yeah.
year. My goal is just to always win a championship. About here, I want to be here. This guy is incredibly smart and gifted, and I just think we don't give enough credit to these guys. He's making these guys incredible. It's a lot of guys on our team at this point, man, that just would be loved by other teams. Like, don't fall into that BS of thinking we don't have guys. There are a lot of guys on this team that other teams would love to have.
All right, Johnny says, I wish we can get Christian Wood. I
Oh,
wouldn't mind getting Christian Wood. It wouldn't
he a
be
little
bad.
injury prone, but yeah, I take him.
Johnny also said Luka plays Giannis the same way he plays Tatum. He always brings the A game, the A plus game. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He definitely does, man.
Yeah,
Pavel says, man, 2 months ago, posted on Mavs Reddit, and I asked if JJ Redick was bitter for saying Dallas ceiling was 5th. Got downvoted like crazy, and everyone was saying we were lucky to get 5th. Love it. Listen, man, not only that, I remember that Bleacher Report came out with an article saying that Dallas was going to drop in the second half of the season, but they were going to
win a first round series,
but win a first round series.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how everybody, these experts, man, they didn't know exactly what they're talking about because we dropped to 3rd. Is what we dropped to.
Dropped to 3rd, man. Yeah, what's the Twitter you said to me? Bad Mavs.
Bad. Was it bad Mav takes?
Bad Mavs takes. Y'all follow him. Make sure y'all let him know we got some good Mavs takes over here. Some guys that were actually behind, like you said, Pavel, saying that we can move up. Let them know guys over here were saying that same thing before guys were when they were laughing at us. When we talked about J Kidd, when we talked about Spencer Dinwiddie, all that stuff we talked about here when other guys were afraid to talk about it, and all that stuff came true. So make sure y'all let them know.
Yes,
Talk
sir.
your talk, as I always say.
Or
Man,
as
fans.
Kid Neil would say, talk your ish.
Yep, talk your ish, man. Fans, talk it.
Todd says, I give Jokic points because he's second and third best player have been out all year. Plus, the Nuggets are only like 2 games behind the Mavs. It's just so dang close, though.
You
Only thing, though, Todd, is
mean Kristaps Porzingis before you go, Ralph? You mean he
well,
missing?
not even that. If you look at the second leading scorer on Dallas team behind Luka, man, they're double digits behind Luka. So it's not like Luka's out here with a awesome, squad, way more better than than Denver. You know what I'm saying? So I see where people are going with that. They don't have Jamal Murray.
I'm saying, I'm saying, where's that same energy for Luka though? That's what I'm asking. Where's the same? So
that's what I'm saying.
KP, how long has KP played? Like, so how many games will he be ineligible to play this year, including the games he missed and the games he's been traded away on? Like, it has to be like at least 60 to 70% of the season he would have missed with us. Tim Hardaway Jr. has missed at least towards the end of the season, got to be 50% or not over that at this point in the season. And that was his big 2 and 3, the 2 max contract guys, right? The 2 guys that got the big contracts beside Luka were Tim Hardaway Jr. and KP. Well, they don't give Luka that respect. It's like he's supposed to do this without KP and Tim Hardaway Jr. But Joker is like, oh, this is glorious that he's doing it. Where's that same love for Luka?
Good question, bro. Lai says, hot take, Clippers beat T-Wolves in Memphis, and we beat the Clippers for the revenge. That'd be nice. And we'll have home court advantage this time.
I'd take Clippers.
I would love that. Definitely would love that.
I think Clippers
Luis says, but, oh, sorry.
Go ahead. I was going to say, I think Clippers are dangerous, though, especially with Ja Morant being hurt. I think Clippers, if they get that 7th seed, that's probably 7, man. That might be a good series.
It's going to be real good. What's name said, but King, Lewis said, well, King, who is available in free agency this summer that might want to come play with Dallas?
Everyone. Zach LaVine, I think he'll contemplate playing at Dallas. I think everyone is going to be a free agent would contemplate playing at Dallas this year.
And having a GM that everybody loves.
Between Nico, J-Kid, Luka, the effect of the team now. The Mavericks are no longer now that team where you're going to be scared to be here. So it's a few things on the Mavericks plate as far as what people, the narratives again. The Mavericks can't be a good team. So the Mavericks are now a 3rd seed. So somebody else coming over here like, oh, the Mavericks on the cusp. Like you see that now. And then that first round thing where they like this, the coaching, all that stuff is ugly. They got rid of the coach that everybody hated. They got a new GM that everybody loves. And if the Mavericks can win a first round series this year, then they're on the cusp. So if you're a superstar player that's saying, or a star player that's saying, man, you know what? I want to go somewhere, get recognition and possibly win a championship. The Mavericks may have money and they're one piece away where I could be that piece to come help them win a championship. So
exactly,
I think everybody going to want to, like Nico said, he's going to get seats at the table for everybody that's available this summer. Watch what I say. Everybody.
Johnny B says we need better help off the bench. Somebody that can give us a consistent double-digit points off the bench. Yeah, we've said that before, Johnny, which is why we were saying like that's why we kept telling y'all keep Spencer on the bench, and y'all like, nah, start him. It's like you need that guy that's going to bring consistency out the bench. You need a Jason Terry type player. You need a Jordan Clarkson, a Lou Will, if you will, a Jamal Crawford. You need that guy that because like tonight, you saw our bench was kind of was way below subpar. You need that guy that's going to come in there and get you a consistent points off the bench to where you can build that bench around him. Now, for me, it'd be nice if you had a Spencer Dinwiddie and say, if we keep TSJ, like him come back and have those two come off the bench together, that'll add more depth and more potency off your bench.
Yeah.
So, or if you don't keep him, you sign another player like we were talking about, like a Colin Sexton, who's a free agent. I think he's unrestricted by the way too. You get like him and like a Spencer Dinwiddie, let those two come off your bench. I'm just throwing it out there.
I agree with you, bro. I think the bench, we didn't have our guy on the bench. It's like Jason Terry when he was gone off the bench, for a game. You're going to miss that a lot because you got guys giving like 17 off the bench.
Yeah.
But our team isn't even completely yet. Like you said, we got another guy off the bench that gives you 15 a game that has a broken foot. So I really don't think
That's 22 points off the bench, y'all. 23 points off the bench.
30 points off the bench. I don't think that we
I'm sorry. I said 22.
Yeah, I
mean 32 to 35 points off the bench.
Off the bench. I think we haven't seen the best part of this team yet. And I think because we aren't used to this team being as good as they are, we don't understand how good they can be still. Like, I really don't believe, Glow Nation, that we are that far away. Like, I know the playoffs, we all waiting for that playoffs and seeing how far they can get and all, but it's not like we're waiting and it's like this team, where are you going and where the pieces are. I really think we're probably one player away from this squad being a championship level team.
Yep.
If they can't,
I've been saying
out
all
this
year.
year. So I'm saying I think they're one player away.
Martin says, man, when the Mavs were still 16 and 17, I was saying they are a top 4 team in the NBA. When Mavs got when Diddy, I said Mavs won the trade. Back then, everyone was calling people like me crazy. Nowadays, though, yeah, Martin, that's how it is. Look, King been on that wave all year long, man. Big homie, what's good, man? He said, I kind of want to go after Thomas Bryant this summer. I don't think he cost that much, and if he can stay healthy, he's a dog in the paint. I 100% agree with you, big homie. But like you said in your statement there, it's the health.
Yeah,
it's the health. Thomas Bryant is a very, very nice big man. He can be a guy that can. He's kind of like a poor man's Robert Williams.
Robert Williams. I knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he is, and he'll be even cheaper than Robert Williams. I can say Robert Williams. I think he'll be cheaper than Robert Williams. So yeah, I definitely agree, big homie.
I agree. So I'm not even going. God.
Statistic says Luka is the only player who's expected 30, 10, and 10 coming to the season somehow hurt his MVP chances. Statistic, sir, you are preaching to the Mav choir, sir. You're preaching to the MFFL choir. We've already talked about this. Like I said, you got a man who's below, flirting with the play-in. He's a favorite. Tatum and Luka literally had parallel seasons, like I said, from the coach to the front office to the team to their play coming into the season, all that parallel. He came in, had a slow season, but he gets the benefit of the doubt, and he's now a top 3. Luka was lucky to get top 5, to barely be top 5. And so you're right. Like King said this on the last video. What does Luka have to do? He's giving you 28, 9, and 9. So you got to give you 29, 10, and 10 now. Like what does he have to do to finally get people to understand? Like, yo, this dude is MVP. But you're right. So we've been saying that this whole time.
His greatness, bro. I just said it a second ago. It's like a Luka fatigue already, and he didn't even get it yet.
Got it yet.
His greatness is just like he's expected. Jason Tatum can give you 27, 8, and 4, right? That's an MVP.
Say, oh my God, look at these numbers.
That's an MVP conversation. If Luka this year was giving us 27, 8, and 4, they'd be like, why is he underachieving? Why isn't he passing the ball more?
Remember, King, he got you 26, 8, and 8, and people was like, nah, this ain't it.
This ain't it.
This ain't it.
So you're right. The league has like a fatigue. This guy is so incredible that he's held to a different he's held to like a Jordan, LeBron, Magic, Larry Bird standard. Like all of the games, he's supposed to be that guy every game. You even got guys like going to AD and all that. Like AD will give you a throwaway game where he's doing 17 points, giving you 13 points, maybe just here and there, 8 points and all. Luka can rarely give you that low. Like a single digit game. Like if he's not hurt, he definitely can't give you a single digit game. And if he's anything in like the under 20 points, it's like, what are you doing? Like Luka getting 25 and under is seen as not a great game. He can get 25, 8. Really 25, 10, and 8. And they'd be like, oh, that was just a pedestrian game for Luka. He didn't really do nothing too dominant out there. 25, 10, and 8. That's people better than Hall of Fame.
And he did that this year, and people were saying stuff like that. So you're right.
Said he wasn't, so that's the way it is.
Todd says, yeah, y'all convinced me. Luka's slow start doesn't matter at all when his stats and record are as same or better than everyone else's. Listen, Todd, everything that you can say that can combat Luka, we can hit you with a fact on it. Every last thing. Like I said, Luka has a winning record, a better record head to head against all the other MVP candidates. Luka, what's another stat? Luka
has a better
No,
record
no
and all
true
that.
superstar. He have a super team.
Nope.
Team started at 13th. He moved him to third.
Third.
The second player behind him is average. His scoring average is double figures lower than what
Lower.
Luka's is.
Yep.
He didn't have his second or his third option all year in Porzingis and Tim Hardaway.
Mm-hmm.
See what's another thing? His defensive efficiency, because you can't throw defense in there
Yep.
anymore.
It's the
He's
best
number one in defensive efficiency for guards.
for guards and top 10 in the league as far as his overall.
Luka's numbers. Just look at his numbers. He's giving you 28, 9, and 9.
Yep. He top 10 in PER. I think
Top 10 in
he might be
PER.
top 5 now at this point.
Like King said, he has the highest usage. No, it was the highest. What you say it was? Not usage.
The highest percentage of points, like point creation.
Yeah, point creation.
I
That
think
means he's either scoring or assisting.
Yep. He has the second highest usage rating, I think, in the league of all time behind Joel Embiid. Like everything, he's right there at the top or number 2 and like everything. And like he said, and like we said, I should say, if the guy ends with his record, his team's record, better than every one of those MVP candidates' record, and he had a slow start, how do you explain a guy still ends better than you with a slow start? That's like the tortoise and the hare, right?
Yeah.
The tortoise still won the race, even though the hare got off quicker, right? Tortoise still won the race. It don't matter either way you put it. So I'm not understanding how at the end of the year, Luka can have 53 wins. The other guys can have 51, 50 or something like that. But you say somebody had a slower start. Seems like he gave him a head start and he still beat him.
How am I in there with you and I started slow?
He gave him a head start and he still beat him.
That's a good point. That's pretty what he did.
He gave them a head start and still
beat them. You had a 2-month head start.
Yep, and still beat them.
Still, yeah. Bro says, I think the lack of Luka attention is because he is in Dallas. It's all about the Cowboys. If he wins in LA or Boston, they wouldn't shut up about him. It's why Dirk never got the attention. The thing about that is, Reggie, see, I heard people say that. I don't use that as an excuse because Dallas is the top 5 market in the country. It's not like you're playing in Milwaukee. It's not like you're playing in Oklahoma City. It's not like you're playing in Timbuktu somewhere in the woods somewhere, bro. You are playing in Dallas. The Cowboys benefit from it. Why can't the Mavs benefit from it? And the fact that because we're a big market, but we're not a historic franchise, that shouldn't matter either.
Nope.
The market should be big enough to put you on up front. That's the part I don't understand. If the Cowboys can benefit from it, why can't the Mavericks benefit from
it? That market talk is BS. Not to say what you're saying, Reggie, is BS, but that market talk is BS.
Yeah, one more thing too, but one more thing about that, bro. We live in an era now that it doesn't matter what market you're in. You know everything about somebody now because of Twitter, Facebook, all that.
That's what I was going to say. The markets don't matter. The players make the market. The players make the market.
Thank you.
Golden State wasn't a high market at the time. Steph Curry and the Warriors made them
Cleveland. That's a prime example.
Cleveland with LeBron wherever he goes. Chicago before Michael Jordan.
Thank you.
As far as a basketball market, they weren't a huge market. Michael Jordan made them a market. It doesn't matter if the GM and all. Only place I can say that really is kind of a small market still and is successful, San Antonio Spurs. But that's the way they wanted to be. That's just their system and all that. Player, if you get a player and a GM, owner, and all that puts the team together and makes the team into a dynasty, that you have no choice to become a big market because you're all they will be talking about. That's like in football now. You got the Kansas City Chiefs are talked about all the time now. Why? Because they have somebody that's considered probably the best player in football right now on their team. So it is what it is. Like, it's not about the market thing. The players make the market. It just make the team the way it is, and that shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, with so much exposure now, like he just said, the market shouldn't even matter anymore, bro.
It doesn't.
Because remember, Durant and Westbrook were getting a ton of attention in Oklahoma City.
Yep.
So that stuff shouldn't even matter. Giannis in Milwaukee.
It don't matter.
Charlie, what's good, man? He says, in my opinion, if you judge MVP by what team would be worse without the player, and the MVP would be between Luka and LeBron. Yeah, that is true. But since LeBron's not in it, I would say
just Luka, man. It's Luka.
Really just Luka, because you still got 2 All-Stars in Milwaukee. You still got James Harden in Philly.
It will be Joker too, but Luka's beating Joker.
You say Joker. Okay. Damn it.
but Luka has more wins than
Thanks a lot,
Joker.
Charlie. You have to put that in there.
You feel me? Luka has more wins than Joker though, so that's when it
Yeah,
becomes he's
that's a good
still
point.
beating him. But I've already said on this show multiple times now. I feel like no one can do more with less at this point in their career. Well, at this point in the league, right now, at this point, than Luka Doncic can do. That's including
And the
LeBron
only reason why
James.
that is too, King, because that's the way the Mavs have built him.
Yeah,
Look at him coming into this team with a partner in crime.
yeah,
He
yeah.
came
They got
carrying this
they got
team
rid of
from the
him.
jump.
Rick Carlisle got rid of him. Remember, told him that he
No, I
had
mean
that
not even.
made beef. The guy that was supposed
No,
to
I
be.
mean, but not. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about like in general. Like Luka never had a number two guy. Like he didn't have
No,
a Jalen Brown coming into the
no,
league. You know what I'm
no.
saying? So he had to be the solo superstar to carry this team. So for like you were saying, like he's the only one that's built to do. Yeah, he is. He had to.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He didn't come into privilege. I'm the guy. I got to carry all this. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right.
They treated everybody off the team. It's rookie year.
So let's see. So this is Milwaukee is going to be a playoff game, and I'm excited to see how the team actually responds, knowing how much it matters. Might be a clutch game. Yeah, man. That's the game. That's the game everybody wants to see right there, man.
I think they win. I
Uh,
think they win that one though.
the Brunlaw says the Mavs beat the Lakers last night, and not one word about the Mavs. It's all about the Lakers being out of. I mean, that's how it is, Brunlaw.
Yeah, I knew
We
that
talked
though.
about that yesterday. You got to remember,
Yeah,
there's certain teams, man. No matter how good or how bad they are going to command the attention. Lakers are one of them. The Knicks are the other. The Cowboys, the New York Yankees and Boston Red Sox in baseball. That's just how it is, man. Whether we like it or not, that's just how it is. The Lakers are always going to be the center of attention because, believe it or not, y'all, the league thrives a whole lot better when you have New York and LA playing in the playoffs.
yeah,
It's a proven fact. So for them not to go, yeah, they're gonna command a lot of attention. Like, what the heck is going on? Why y'all guys not in the playoffs? Especially with all those people they picked up over the offseason. They're really trying to find out what's going on. So yeah.
yeah.
Bronlon said, I think the Warriors might be done. He said they put up a hell of a fight like they were playing for something and still took the L. Don't see them bouncing back unless Steph returns. They may keep losing.
I said
What I
that
tell
again.
y'all, I said Dallas, every time they jump somebody, they don't look back. They don't look back. And
And
Dallas
I'm
is the
also,
hottest team in the league right now. I don't see them looking back. Luke on fire right now. Don't see him looking back. I'm sorry. I don't see it.
I'm also going to tell y'all this. Steph Curry, I'm telling y'all again, Steph Curry not going to be healthy. Not even in the playoffs. He's
Nope.
not going to be healthy. If he could be healthy, he'd be
This is
playing
what
right
happened
now.
when you a solo superstar having to carry a lot.
Yep.
And
He'd
you're
be
not used
playing
to it.
right now. He'd be playing right now if he was able to. If he was going to be healthy in the playoffs, he'd be playing right now because they're playing for something. Like he don't want to. They don't want to keep falling. They can fall as far as like 6, I believe. So he has to, like, he can't play. He's not playing right now. They're going to push him back in the playoffs. He's going to try to play, and he's probably going to give you stuff, but I doubt he's as effective as he usually is. I remember last time he got hurt with his calf or something like that. He wasn't as effective when he came back. So I'm just saying, I think people are looking for the Warriors right now and the Utah Jazz. They're like the weakest links in the conference playoff run right now.
Todd says Luka has carried just as much, if not more, than Jokic, no doubt. Yeah, for sure.
Ding.
Darside said that one player we gave up on was Moses. It
Yeah.
wasn't the fact that we gave up on him, man. It's just that when we made that trade, we traded 1 for 2, and Dallas is already strapped for spots, roster spots. So Moses was the easier contract to move, get rid of, and that's what they ended up doing. He didn't have I don't think he had a guarantee. Well, he had a guaranteed contract,
Yeah.
but you know,
We
it was
shouldn't have signed
easier to
Chris.
kind of cut, and it wouldn't hurt our cap space or whatever. So that's why. Not like they said, like, you know what, you trash, we getting rid of you. That was the case.
Two things. We shouldn't have signed Chris. We could have still had money left over for that. And
Whoa, hold on now. We weren't saying that before they signed him. I mean,
I know we weren't saying it, but it is what it is now. It's hindsight. We shouldn't have signed Chris. I would have rather work on Moses Brown, and Moses was still. I felt like he was still raw. Chris had already been around a few teams and it already kind of became what he was. That's why I was
what he
surprised
is.
when he started playing the way he did for us. We were like, wow. But Moses Brown, I feel like still has potential because like that magic word you use, raw. He's a raw guy that could still be made in Tucson. So I feel like we did give up on him a little bit, and I hate that we did. But it was something else I wanted to say about the Mavericks as well. But keep going.
All right, let's pitch these last few, man. We almost at 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So this is it. I say instead of going after a big and the free agency, we should use that first for Mark Williams out of Duke. He will come in and be a good fit for what the Mavs need, young and should mesh well with them.
Yeah, we said we got to talk more about the college. I got to look more into them and see what's going
Yeah, I gotta
on.
look more into it myself too. So this is the 1 year I can actually say I didn't watch any college basketball this year. I didn't even watch the tournament.
Because
So
so we busy. We busy now,
yeah,
man. We busy,
definitely
man. It's
busy
hard
now.
to talk. But yeah, I don't know. But I know we got a draft pick. We talked about that a few shows ago before too. That we do
But I
have a
do know how
draft
to
pick. And
scout,
we
so
gotta
I'm
go
gonna
about it.
check out the options we got at the
Yeah.
position we're gonna be in the draft. So
Well, you maybe should draft a big man. I said that before. I asked that question.
Charlie says if Luka had shooters like CP3 and Ja has around them, he would be averaging 15 assists. Yeah, man. Those are
Absolutely.
two pretty good 3-point shooting teams. So you're right. Javier says the guy carried a 2 million people country for fourth in the Olympics. I'm sorry if it took him 70 games to
All
get
right, not
third, not
normal.
20 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, man. Luka's out here carrying a whole entire country, man. So you're right, Javier.
But you remember
Martin
that?
says Justine. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say you remember still we got a trade exception, right? Don't forget that.
Yeah, we got to use it for a certain time too.
Next year we
Martin
still got
says. He said what?
we still got into the summer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Martin said just in NBA player of the week, Luka and Durant, two amazing players. Oh, okay.
I think Luka put
Hey,
there's two of them in this month, right?
hey, and then
Hey,
Booker didn't play that great tonight.
hold up. Is that two in this month?
Yes.
So
Wait,
that means
I believe
that
so.
he got the first week of this month coming back into it. Remember, after getting played a month last month.
Oh, yeah.
So
So he might get player of the month.
remember I told
So
you
if that's two
again.
player of the month, what does that
Hold
mean,
up.
King?
What did I say to you before, bro? When he won player of the month before? I said he's going to go and win player of the month right behind it, right? And then the conversation going to be a major. It's going to be, how can y'all say this man isn't the MVP? He's been back-to-back player of the months. Going but at the end, his team's going to have a higher record than everyone else. He's going to be third seed. Man, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to just stop talking and let it just work. It's just going to work its magic, y'all. It's that Luka magic. It's going to work.
I hope so, man. Because Booker didn't look too hot tonight, and Luka had put up damn near another 30-point triple-double.
Yep.
Johnny B says, I also wouldn't mind Daniel Gafford. He's pretty nice. Nick Claxton, he's young, and he could grow with Luka.
Yeah,
I'll take Gafford. I take both.
I take either or. They both would. They do what I need them to do. I think they both will grow. I'm not saying they be the answer.
Gafford is like a poor man's Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson, I think he's gonna say that too. Yep.
That's why we're here.
I knew you would say that one too.
That's why you're my partner in crime. Luka third seed with no Harden, Middleton, or Jaylen Brown. Yep, we just touched on that amount. He ain't got no big three. He ain't got a bona fide, perennial all-star next to him. None of that. So for him to do that from 13th to 3, he got to be in there. Got to be in there. Big homie says, I think we give the Cowboys so much attention that they just don't want to give it to the Mavs too. Man, I guess, man, because
y'all got to take it, big homie. You got to ask for it. Y'all got to make sure they giving the Mavericks their credit and all. That's part of our job as well.
I mean, plus the Mavs are something new, man. The Cowboys been doing the same exact thing for 30-something years. So after a while, it's like, okay, I'm tired of this. Let me try something new, which the
Y'all might
Mavericks
have
are.
a dynasty in basketball. Like it's been 30
something
years.
You give Luka one more a perennial all-star, bro.
So y'all might have a dynasty.
I heard Robert Horry. If you haven't, go back and look at it. We heard Robert Horry said, get him one more guy, it's over.
Yeah, one more guy, and it's a wrap.
He said, I wouldn't mind Gafford or Nick Claxton. He's young, athletic. He can grow with. Oh, I think I already did though.
Yeah, it's a rerun of what he said. I think probably.
Okay. Statistics says the media creates the narratives though, and that's typically how what fuels the votes. And the bigger the market, the more narratives are pushed. So it definitely matters because unfortunately, they hold votes. Amen. Sadistic. Amen, bro. All right, let's get to this last one. Was it 2 hours? Todd says it's crazy how people were trying to gas Tatum up when he was when they were the first seed, but still had the same record as the Mavs. Yeah, that's what I've been. Todd, listen, I said that. I told King this. I said, bro, them being us being third is equal to their first. And so you just said the exact same thing I was saying. So yeah, you're right.
We'd be first in the East, which is supposed to be
first in the East right now.
Which is supposed to be such a beast. of the East, and the West so weak this year, and we'd still be first in the East.
Amen, bro. Mark says to everyone feeling bad on why we gave up on Moses Brown. Look at the third quarter. Love him, but he is a Boban 2.0. And it's funny you said that, Martin, because I told King this. Well, no, I didn't tell you this. What did I tell you this? I said, no. I told Jay and Will. I said, um, they had the Locked On Thunder crew on Locked On Mavs that day, and they said that. They said that Moses Brown is pretty much a Boban. Right now
Nah,
you can't play him like that. He said he's somebody you have to develop. He's extremely raw.
yeah,
He said he's somebody you can't play every down or every play or whatever, or give him like 20 minutes or anything. You have to work him in. And so you saying that, man, that's exactly what they were saying.
yeah, but
And that's their opinion.
Boban pretty set. My thing with Boban, like Moses is still raw. With him
No.
being
They're
like
not saying they're saying as far as how they use him is what
yeah,
they're
yeah, I
talking
know, I
about.
know. I'm saying as far as using, I'm saying the difference is that he's not Boban 2.0 because Boban is Boban. Like Boban will never be anything different than Boban now. Like that's what he can be and what he is. Moses still has potential to be something else. He may be used as far as like in gimmicks and situations right now, but he's more athletic than Boban. He can jump higher than Boban. Like he has more of a potential, I feel like, than Boban. And I feel like he's still young. He's 21. Like if he gets 4 years experience with somebody actually takes time and lets him be a center in the league for like 4 years, like he'd be 25 as a center in it. Nah, I would have stayed with him. I wouldn't have gave up on him. 16 and 16. It's hard for Boban to get 16 and 16.
All right, let's run through these last few here, man. Chris Jones says we don't need a lot, just low post presence. Amen,
Yep.
bro.
Amen.
Todd says, I honestly don't think Luka cares that much about the MVP. He just wants to win. And you said that like a gajillion times. So it's for our peace of mind, man. We just want the
Yeah.
people to see Luka the same way that we see him, man. That's the only reason why we feel like that MVP can kind of put a stamp on that. It's
Yeah.
them finally recognizing what we recognize in Luka, what we see every game.
Yeah. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Luka, and I think Relly is too. And we just want when you start debating the greats, you nitpick on things like that. And
Exactly.
I hate when you lose out on like, oh, he should have been MVP that year. He didn't get it. Oh, that's why such and such is better than him in the barbershop talk and all. So
Exactly. That's why Dirk is up there because he has a Finals MVP and he has a regular season MVP. He at least has one of each, so
yep.
he's up there. Luka
Mm-hmm.
just has to get at least that MVP first, man, and then we'll work our way from there. Chris Jones says the fact of the matter is Luka is not expected to be as good as fast. Now it's adjusting to potential. Yeah, nobody really thought this was gonna be that good that fast. So you're right, man. Allen says if Luka and the Mavs beat Giannis and the Bucks, Luka should be MVP. Amen. Like
Yeah.
they should have no. That's why I really wanted Luka to beat Joel Embiid.
Yep.
He would have definitely would have been in the conversation, bro.
Yeah.
They would have had no choice but to keep him in there. So this it says,
He still got one
late
on him though.
brothers, great stream. Appreciate it, man. You said what?
Yes, sir. I still he still got one on him though. It ain't 2-0. It's still 1-1.
But you know how it is. What have you done for me lately? You know how it is. They don't
I
really,
feel you.
recency bias too. So yeah. So this says late brothers, great stream. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Like everybody, like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, man. Last one, hopefully. Darcy said Luka would change everything for the Mavs as did Jordan did for the Bulls.
Yep.
Luka's greatness would change the franchise. He will be the most known player around the globe. Just watch
Dark
behind
side.
Jordan.
You preaching
King,
to
did
the
you seen
choir.
You seen that in?
I'm just saying, you see, I don't know where these people coming from. These new guys, and know I love y'all. Everybody just somehow jumping on. It's the
Darcy, let
same
me know if
word,
you got that from King. That sounds
Yeah.
exactly like what King
Y'all
been
be
preaching
saying
over
the
here.
same thing I be saying. That's what I'm saying. We'll see.
All right, man. That's it, man. We over 2 hours, man. It's almost 1 o'clock.
Third in
I
the
gotta get up
West.
early. Thanks a lot, King.
Third in the West.
Yes, third. Throw your dim witties. Throw your dim witties. Hey guys, we'd like to thank y'all, man, for a late one here, guys, rocking with us here on We Talk Mavs. Listen, if you are brand spanking new to the channel and to our show, please, guys, do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that if any of our shows are posted, you guys will be the first ones to know. So not only do we talk about Mavs here, guys, we talk about NBA in general. Shout out to Kid Neil, that's his show. We got a
Yeah.
few we talk NBA shows here on this channel. So if you guys want to go ahead and click on our channel and look on at some of those, be more than happy to, man. I'm glad you guys can probably enjoy that too. Also, if you guys enjoyed the content tonight, please, guys, hit that like. Matter of fact, hit that like
Either
if you
way.
are glad that the Mavs finally reached the third seed, guys. Hit that like for the third seed for the Mavs, man. Just this is a big moment, man. I feel like this is a moment that we've been reaching, that we've been talking about this whole year. We finally made it, y'all. Now Dallas is finally a legit top 4 team in the league, man. And it's just big up to the Mavs team, man. Big up to Jason Kidd and his coaching staff, man. Nico, all those guys, man. Big ups to them all, man. Also, if you guys are on Twitter, go ahead and follow us here at. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad, y'all. Go ahead and follow us here at We Talk Mavs here on Twitter, guys. We are active on there too. King, am I missing anything?
Nah, man. Just make sure to share and hit that notification bell if you can.
Yes, sir, guys. Share it with your fellow Mav fans. Share it with your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your cousin. They got to be cutting your lawn. All that, man. Go ahead and share it with your fellow Mav fans, man. We're definitely trying to grow the Glow Nation here, Glow gang,
Gang.
if you will. So we definitely can use your guys' help doing that.
Share
Uh,
it to other creators, bro. Let them know that too.
oh
Y'all
yeah,
more than
man. If
welcome to
y'all go on
share it
these
to
other
other
creators'
creators.
channels, man, go ahead and throw our
Let
names
them
out
know
there
about
too,
us.
man. Share on everything, guys.
Yeah.
Um,
I just saw
we
All Things Mavs with Locked On. They was doing a tag team. So talk to them guys. Let them know what we do.
yes, sir.
Y'all interested in seeing us with them. Let them know.
Yes, sir. Um, we will be back on Friday, guys. That's the game. For I know King is
Yeah.
gonna be King's favorite game. He's gonna be there live in that joint.
It's gonna be a late one, y'all. But I'm definitely gonna make sure my phones are charged and all, and I'm gonna have pictures for y'all on that one because that's gonna be a good one, man. I'm gonna
Yeah,
try my
I
hardest.
posted a few pictures, man, on Twitter, man. I apologize. I was tired yesterday,
Yeah,
man. I just
it's hard. It's hard when you in that game and you enjoying it and all to try to take pictures and all and send them.
yeah, I was trying to tell Terry that I should have took more pictures, man. But it's all
Yeah,
good.
I be pumped.
But yeah, man. So if that's all, man, it's gonna probably do it for us. We'd like to thank y'all for rocking with us, man. Like I said, on another edition of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Sun Sports YouTube channel and the Glow Sun Production Twitch channel. I'm your boy Real. Got my boy King. We'll be back here on Friday after the Dallas Mavericks play the Washington Wizards. Same map time, same map channel. We'll see you guys again here very, very soon. King, I
Peace.
hope this works like the Mavs worked that third seed, bro.
Come on, you know we got Luka Magic on our side.
Put the threes up real quick. Let's see if it works, bro. Mm, mm, threes up. Nah, it ain't gonna work.
I'm trying.
We're throwing the threes up for no reason, huh? No, we
Three
throwing the threes up for no
hornet.
reason.